It's right there.
Get it back, Dick.
Oh my God.
Why?
It's already a shitty show. Already a shitty show.
Yeah, well, there's shit on the table.
Yeah, that's why it's a shitty show.
Not
I didn't
as bad
know.
as the
I didn't know
last
that
one.
small ass dog shit that big.
Chief shit's like an arm's length full of crap.
This whole time I thought it was your breath.
Nope. I also didn't wash my back today.
Oh my God! You know what you should do?
Fucking not this.
Not watch this show.
Yeah, I would go home too. Poop like a champion. What was our sponsor?
There are two birds down here.
Dude,
Yeah, there's two,
three.
fucking dude.
There's one right there.
Look.
There's one by your hand. There.
Oh
there.
God.
Oh my God! This is
my life. This is my fucking life.
Oh my God! This is why I don't own dogs. At least a cat knows how to cover its shit.
Just imagine it was a toddler.
Yeah, what'd you do if it had changed diapers, Jeff?
Why we have dogs.
Oh my God! A minute in and this shit already.
Are we a whole minute in already? No, I don't think we're
2
in a
minutes.
whole minute.
2 minutes
Fuck.
almost. Well, once again,
Happy
you know what you should do.
fucking night.
I'm Gizz Lazlo,
I'm just fucking Paul.
and welcome to our shitty show.
Shitty
evidently.
nightmare podcast.
Oh my God! Huh?
Yeah, because poop like
Oh,
a
yeah.
champion. I mean, this is now becoming a thing.
I guess
Hey.
Raisin had his
She's taking us
fill of poop like a champion cereal. For when you're over 40.
Fuck, man. She's only a half at Danzig.
Oh, fuck. Anyway,
Like, subscribe, button smash, go get things.
like, comment, share, subscribe to our channel. We're here every Monday at 7.
For some
except
fucking
last
stupid
week.
reason.
Charlie was sick and had his flight delay, so he couldn't do the show. But we're here after a week. And,
And then the one before that one was interesting.
yeah.
We got hung up on.
Well, let's thank our sponsors, get all the shit out of the way, then I'll ask you about your week. How about that?
Yes, sir.
Ready?
Go for it, girlfriend.
All right. So thank you to Headline Records in Hollywood, Transplants Brewing in Palmdale, MEOWZ in Pasadena.
They need money to go buy stuff.
Which she said she's selling gift certificates and stuff for
Yeah.
any price, and punk rock merchandise for Christmas. RIOT Manufacturing in Las Vegas, Licorice Pizza Records in our backyard, the Tattoo Room in Simi Valley, and Almost Famous Magazine in Texas. Scotty, I've been talking to him a lot lately.
Yeah.
Hey,
Scott.
He's doing pretty well.
Yeah, he is.
And you got a drink?
I got a drink.
All right, one for Joey.
Oh, God. Joey, you're doing it too fast, buddy.
Shall we do birthdays? Get them out of the way.
Get him.
All right. Like we do every week, we have a lot of people that have birthdays, and I like to celebrate my friends and our friends, and a lot of people I think that have birthdays this week. You actually kind of know. So let's start. Steve Porter from El Nada. His birthday is today.
Oh, happy birthday, Steve.
Jason Carmen from Sandbox Bullies. His birthday's this week. Jordan Haas from Franks and Deans. His birthday's this week. Buddy of mine from back east, Brian Shaw. His birthday. He's from the band Skure Rats. George Vaca from Vegas in 3 Rounds. Kim Fullerman. She's been in a bunch of bands. Sean Smash from Total Chaos. Happy birthday, buddy. Our brother, Greg Keith from Bad Town Boys. His birthday's tomorrow.
Love that guy.
As well as Noel Eldridge, the drummer from Bourbon Saints. His birthday's tomorrow. Francisco Victim from The Victims. His birthday's this week. Andresen Freddy from The Bones from Germany. His birthday's this week. Isaac from Fozzie's Hero. Matt Mack from Off by an Inch up in Canada. Bruce Duff's birthday's this week. Roman Danger from Crime Wave. Stephen Red Hill from Atomic Kangaroo. Connor Bruce from Too Bad Eugene. And old friend of mine, Jim Williamson from Boys of Summer. It's the Eagles tribute band.
Seems like a lot of like Valentine's Day sex.
That's 9 months.
And that's what I'm. Yeah.
Oh.
Like that's like
we're good. I go to Norm's.
Yeah. I don't even
have shitty meals.
I don't. I just don't. What did you?
What
break
happened?
it? Did you guys break it?
What's going on? Can't see myself. I like to see beauty.
Oh God.
Oh, well, you're still alive.
Fuck.
You're still going. You're still
Tijuana fridge troll beauty.
Dude, if fucking Santa Claus was the pimp, it'd be metal.
Yeah. How much for the girls? Mayor elves.
You get the ring.
Oh, my week is man. We've been busting our balls working on Eric's stuff. He's going to Art Basel in Miami, and we did a couple of big pieces for him, and we really put the time in. We kicked our own asses on that, and then Jeff's alive, barely. Yeah, I need to sleep a lot. How'd you do?
Last 2 weeks have been,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
not that good, but it's the holidays, so you know it's expected. But
It's
you know, I still got my health.
Oh, really?
I'm blind.
One ball and a tiny dick.
Well, there go my glasses.
That's it. Can't see shit now.
No. Oh,
See,
probably,
look, there's no
probably
shit.
fell in
There's
shit.
probably shit down there somewhere. What are we doing tonight?
Drinking. No.
Oh God, please not. I'm going home the minute this is over.
I actually tried my hardest today not to drink, so I could be, you know, halfway there.
I'm broken.
But our guest tonight, you know, I know I say this every week, but every week we get great guests, and tonight's no exception. I met Steve earlier this year when we played in Oxnard at the Mystery Spot. It was a weird show, but
The mystery spot was in Santa Cruz.
no,
Oh.
it's in Oxnard, and it was a cool show. I really got to know the frontman singer Steve, because during one of the songs he just
Punched you in the
decided to
face?
turn around and look at his band and then just throw himself in the audience, and
Oh,
I was the biggest one
yeah. You're still the
behind
biggest
him
one.
that I didn't even hear the beep beep beep. He just backed right in and threw himself into me. I knocked Mindy almost down, and you know it was
She was too drunk to
and-
remember that.
She was sober that night.
Yeah.
But that night was our first show with them, and it was actually the first show of our tour that we did. And then later this year, actually a couple months ago, we went to back east with them
Okay.
and played with 3 shows with Playing Dead.
Yep.
And what I loved about that tour was that every night there was a different headliner, and there wasn't no egos, and you know, and it just I think the 3 of bands together just was an amazing 3 nights, and
Great threesomes.
yeah.
You're never gonna get away with anything.
No.
Well, should we maybe talk to him a little bit?
Yeah,
Let's
I don't think he wants to come in here.
I wouldn't
either. Come on in. Steve won.
You guys, yeah, Steve won. Yes, please get it right. Check. Hey. Good to see you guys.
You too, bud.
Thank you. I'm gonna take a sip of water.
Oh yeah, that's water.
I think you guys were going over birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
We
I believe you forgot Britney Spears. I believe who is tomorrow.
Oh,
Britney Spears, really?
is that who you're dating now?
I'm not friends with her on
I
Facebook.
can't-
So
Well, hey, listen. Woody Allen potentially as well, I think. is looking over. Thank you guys for having me, man.
hey, thank you for being
I
here.
appreciate
Dude.
being here. This is yeah. What a weird world. Turn of
Yeah.
events.
What a weird
That
fucking
went from the
shit.
mystery shop.
Is that what it's called? The mystery shop?
Mystery shop.
Ah.
Yeah, I knew. You're the mystery spot
It's
is
in
in
Santa
Santa
Cruz,
Cruz.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So mystery shop.
He doesn't read too good.
What a cool place that was.
When we first got there, you guys were already setting up your merchandise, and so we talked a little bit. I think Lewis already knew you guys, and I was there before him, and we started chatting, and it was just a really cool place. And then when we went in, like I thought we were gonna play in the store. I didn't know they had that little room.
Little side room.
And
Yeah.
it's actually like a mini theater.
Oh, cool.
Like people can watch movies, and they got like a DVD section, so you can pick your movie and put it in and just kick back.
That's
cool,
awesome.
cool spot. I actually talking to the owner. I think that they run into a lot of problems that they were saying that through the city, the sound like noise ordinances and whatever else.
Yeah.
But what is just a cool, it was a cool place. And I think that, people obviously don't know, and you didn't bring this up, but we have mutual friends, which is how we actually met.
Right. I was going to ask that thing.
Yeah. So we have a friend, Andrew Klein, who is a guitar player, Strife, singer for Berthold City. He introduced, he's like, hey, he sent me a message and was like, hey, you guys you have to know this band Foreclosure. So not to hype you up over here, but
don't do that.
Yeah. He's like, you got to check out this band Foreclosure. And I remember just being like, like obviously if it's coming from Andrew, I'm going to probably give it a listen. And I fell in love with it. Yeah. Bought the record. I'm like a super fan. I bought the record, did like the whole thing.
I was signed copy.
So yeah, thank you for that. So yeah, so when we got to play with you guys, like your reputation preceded you.
Good and bad, huh?
Yeah, just so much like cool stuff. I mean, I know that.
Can you guys make the door a little wider to get his head out of it?
Yeah.
On the way?
So I just wanted to get that out of the way because I think that's an important part of the equation here. So many cool projects. Obviously, all you guys in the band, and so we were honored to play with you guys that night. Just what a cool moment for us. Want to get that out of the way.
The feeling was mutual. I obviously I've heard of you guys. I've never, like deeply into you guys, but I knew who you guys were. And Lewis, really was fighting for that. Hey, I want to play with this band. I want to play with this band. Yeah. So we finally got the opportunity. Again, I was one of the first people there, and I introduced myself to you guys, and just the conversations we had, were just like really fucking cool. No, and then when you attacked me,
I did attack you.
Jeez,
it's not hard to. I mean,
everybody
kind of wants to.
Yeah, it was. That wasn't a lie. I have a propensity for that. Yeah, once we start playing, I like to abandon the mic and just kind of run out and kind of go do my thing.
Just hammer on people.
Yeah, it just kind of
it was
the territory.
It was funny when you guys started. Mindy got in front of me, and she's shorter than me, and she wanted to see you guys, and I was just like, no, get behind me, and she's like, well, I want to see the band. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like if the kids start. It's a small room.
The kids are going to move.
It's a small room. Yeah. This is why I'm this far away from him, And then when you turned around and you started hopping up and down, I go, this is not going to end well. And then you just threw yourself back.
Started great.
Like he stepped on my feet and just pushed me back. So there was nowhere to go.
How big are your feet? If you say it's size 3.5, how big are your feet?
You want to know? This is a true story, and I feel bad. This person's not watching. I know that.
Oh, nobody's watching.
But we just played. We played out in the Midwest, and we'll get into something else. Speaking of just running people, so we played in this. It's a garage that's been converted into a venue. It's called the Shark Tank.
Fuck yeah!
Out in the Midwest, out in Indianapolis. Indianapolis. If I'm wrong on that, you can put a comment in or whatever it is. But so we're playing out in Indianapolis, and it's called the Shark Tank, and for a fucking good reason. And it's just this
brutal
small. I can't be much bigger than this space we're in right now.
Oh,
ceiling super low. You couldn't even really jump because you hit your head type thing. So the room starts filling up, and we start playing. And I did the same thing. I was just like, I'm not. So I just threw the mic and ran out into the crowd. I ended up knocking this little girl out the door.
Tell me she was a nun. Let's make this one better.
So bad. She literally just feet into the air, flew out of the door because it out of the front door, basically and landed in the street of Indianapolis.
Oh my God.
Like that scene in Snatch.
I felt
when Brad Pitt gets knocked out.
I felt so bad. So when the show was over, everybody, I saw the door open, but I didn't realize a body had flown out the door.
God, you probably killed a virgin, dude.
And so I actually
was she Amish?
No, she's not
Amish.
What was the funny thing?
Fuck does that come from? Where's your brain?
The funniest part about it is she wasn't there to see us, so she was standing in the back, of this place, and she was there to see by far the heaviest band that night. Our good friends, this band called Retribution, and that's who she was there to see. So I was like, she was there to see fucking Retribution,
and you murdered her.
Yeah, she's flying out the door. That's par for the course, man. That's gotta be. And then I saw the sweetest just as nice as could be, was like, it's okay, it's okay. I ended up giving her a shirt. So anyways, you're not the only person that I
You didn't give him a shirt,
that was,
though, right?
that was a roundabout way. I did give you a shirt for different reasons.
No, you never.
Never?
No, you were going to give me one in New Jersey.
Was he on his knees?
You were looking through the shirts, and
Yeah.
some kid came up to buy something. You sold him a shirt, and then you started talking to him, and I was standing there next to you,
Listen.
like, wow, this guy's a straight edge and still can't remember shit.
Well, listen. Hey. Yeah, clearly more important than you.
Yeah, you were getting
Oh my
cash from
God.
that person.
$20 in their hand, I suppose. Yeah, I needed to get home.
Yeah. Cabs aren't free, man.
Yeah, it's right, ain't free.
I got a cup of coffee.
$20 is not enough.
You did give me a shirt though.
Yeah.
You did.
We were going to trade. And that's when
Yeah.
you started looking through the shirts, and
Yeah, no, that's a scam I got.
the fan
going.
came over. Hey, can I buy a shirt? Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Yeah, no, that's a
Bye.
thing I do. Yeah, scam. You got,
I did that to
You got-
Jason.
That's your other
Jennings.
band.
you got to take
I did that to. I did.
a whole collection of shirts that I get for free, and I swear I'm gonna trade, and then never did.
Oh man.
It's- yeah, you're part of an illustrious
You want to buy a shirt?
career.
When that happened, though, I one of my instant thoughts was, this is payback for what I did to Jason Cruz from Strong Out, because
Oh.
we played a show one time, and he came up and he goes, "Dude, I love your band, man. Can I get a shirt?" And I was like, "Yeah, can I get one?" He's like, "Yeah, sure. What size?" XX. He hands me one. I'm like, "Oh, dude, fuck yeah!" Put it on, and then I go, "What size?" And he said, "Large." And I give him. I go, $20. And he looked at me. He looked at me like, "Oh."
Yeah, you bet you can get any shirt you want.
And he just gotten paid out too.
Yeah.
He's just gotten paid out. So
Oh my God.
I knew he
Yeah,
had
I
money.
knew you had money. Yeah. Dip into some of that door money, Jason.
Oh.
Yeah.
All
right,
True
well.
story.
Yeah.
So yeah, I right when that happened, I was like, "Yeah, that's fucking payback."
Yeah.
Karma.
Well,
Took 20 years, but
that was a roundabout way of apologizing to everybody that I've attacked.
Traumatization.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think we've lost our way here. So
Oh,
far.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
there's
we
no
lost
way.
our way.
There's no way. There's no script here. We just talk shit. How did you wind up on the straight edge thing?
Oh my gosh, how long do we have?
Well, I mean, as long as you want to keep
Let's see.
looking at his
This
ugly
is
face.
this is well, straight edge as I grew up in it. I had an older brother, so I grew up in Ventura County. Grew up across the street from a guy named Scott Rudinsky.
we don't talk sports.
Fuck you.
Yeah, no, we do now.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he was a Dodger, so
Yeah.
we can
So,
talk about that part.
I grew up across the street, but I was a kid. He was in a band called Scared Straight at the time, and I can't say that I knew what straight edge was. Just knew that my brother was into it. They were into skateboarding. They're into punk rock. I'm wearing a Scared Straight. Can you guys get that? Scared Straight hoodie?
It's there.
Well, if I
It's
tried, I
there.
probably wouldn't get it.
Well,
I mean,
I ain't not
don't
giving
think-
it to you.
he can't
That
take
much
you.
is for
He
sure.
can't take you. I guarantee it.
No, you're good. So trust me, it's a Scared Straight hoodie. So I can't say that I knew what straight edge was, but I did. My brother was friends with Scott, and as you know, a 9-10-year-old, I was over in the garage watching Scared Straight practice. I saw Ill Repute, tons of nardcore bands. If you're familiar with regional hardcore, Oxnard hardcore bands, RKL, Aggression, Ill Repute, Stalag 13. I mean that
Doctor, no thanks.
already fucking. I mean,
What the fuck? Doctor knows.
Doctor No. Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll
Dr.
tell you,
No
you know,
Thanks.
the first Doctor No song I ever heard, like fun fact, was that I remember here. I probably heard it was Boy's Life. In that house, whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I got super into nardcore, and that was like my first true exposure to being straight edge. I didn't really know what it was. I saw the X's on the hands, thought it was cool, thought it looked good. They were definitely into the same things that I was into, but I can't say that I knew what it was.
Yeah.
As I got older, into probably about junior high ish, 10th grade, that's kind of when I found straight edge on my own. We're sitting here talking about Andrew. That's one of my first real memories of Strife. Is I remember listening to all of these punk bands that I loved, and then I found my own, but it was my brother's hardcore.
Okay.
So it wasn't that now looking back, I listened. Those are my favorite records. But at the time, I was kind of like rebelled against because that was my brother's music. I was like, I'm fucking these aren't my people.
I'm not listening to Barbara.
Yeah, I'm not listening to whatever this is. And so I found other hardcore. I found Gorilla Biscuits instead. I found a label, Victory Records, New Age Records, which I guess we can dive into that in a little bit. But and I remember listening to those records, and like for the first time, the music and the lyrics made sense to me.
It resonated and just kind of got you right in the feels.
Connected.
Yeah.
I remember I heard. I mean, if you really want to know the genesis of it, I heard my buddy. I was listening to Instead. I had not demo tapes, but you used to make tapes for your friends, right? Back in the day.
mixtapes.
It was like mixtapes.
Yeah.
So my buddy would send me mixtapes, and it had Instead and Youth of Today and Gorilla Biscuits, right? And Minor Threat and all of these bands. And I fucking love, and I still love them all. But he gave me a record called One Truth, which is Strife's first record that
First record I ever bought.
Okay. Wow. All right. So then.
Uh-huh.
So I heard One Truth, and the first song came on a tape deck, and it's just like this siren, and it comes in, and then it's just throw. And I remember hearing it and being like, this is the scariest fucking music I've ever heard in my life. It was more metal than it was hardcore to me. And I remember hearing it and thinking, this is so scary. Like, I couldn't understand all the words. He's screaming. He's doing this whole thing.
Really mad at stuff.
Mad, fucking pissed. But I remember it just resonated. Don't know what it was, but I was like, I don't think I'm allowed to like this because this is metal.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, it's cool, but who knows how much traction this is going to gain, just because it was metal. And I was like, this isn't really what I listen to. It's certainly not what my brother and, Nardcore was. It didn't. I mean, I guess RKO definitely had some metal.
They absolutely did.
But probably one of the best metal bands ever of all time. Yes. But I went to a record store. We had a local record store called Best Records, and I went in and I found the Strife record, and I bought it, obviously, right. And then I'm looking at the pictures, and it's these dudes that got crew cuts. They're wearing cutoff army cargos, old school Vans, and like white t-shirts. And I went, shit.
Like, that's it.
Like, this is it. This is what I'm wearing. Like, this is it. And they had X's on their hands, and they played a show. They were from a town over from us. And I would go, we'd watch them play, and I was just like, this is fucking it. Like, Straight Edge is it. They were, and ironically enough, that really wasn't the kind of hardcore that I got into predominantly. Like, as in high school, I was into a lot of different hardcore, a lot of 3-1G stuff from San Diego. I loved Heroin and Honeywell.
Heroin is not very straight.
They're not. No, yeah, that's what I mean. But that's what I mean. It wasn't the hardcore like all the bands that I was into. I listened to Struggle, which I loved.
That's what we do.
Floodgate, like all of these bands.
Were you into like Uniform Choice and
loved Uniform Choice,
and Unity?
Loved Unity, but those are a little bit before my time. I mean, really, a lot of those bands really were, Minor Threat, by the same, thing was a little bit ahead of my time. So those were more of my brother's bands. So I felt like I love it and I love what they're doing, but it felt separated from like what I was doing. Strife was hitting, they're 5, 6, 7 years older than me, or right. So it's like they're hitting at the time that I'm listening to it. This band called Function that I loved, 1134, Mouthpiece, Mean Season. I loved if it came out on Victory Records in the early 90s or it came out on New Age Records in the early 90s, I was pretty much fucking in. Like, and that was where I found hardcore. A lot of like I said, the 3-1G stuff coming out of San Diego. And if you remember, like, hardcore was regional.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, DRI, when that got started, the Municipal Waste and those bands, and that's probably a little before your time, but when those started to pop out, it's like, holy shit, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, this is different.
This
is something else.
It's crazy. And then you start looking at how the way that those scenes played out. I mean, and all so important. You're looking at, the DC stuff that's coming out with all, the Rites of Springs and
Oh, man, I remember that.
obviously Minor Threat, right? And Embrace on everything.
Oh,
that
dude,
Ian
I
does,
fucking
right?
Ian hates me.
Yeah, Locust, Some Girls, like all of that stuff. I love
Oh.
Swing Kids is one of my favorite bands, off camera guy, but like love all of that stuff. And so like those were the hardcore, like I like the weirder and fucking louder and the more obnoxious,
Yeah.
and like the less melody there was.
So you're a huge like Barry Manilow fan.
Love Barry Manilow. Yeah. So that was just kind of what I got into, and I really rebelled against a lot of the punk stuff that ended up ultimately coming out that I became friends with, which would be like the Fat Records people and the Epitaph stuff. Like I remember, and funny. Well, we're talking Scott, right? Like, and he went on to become 10-Foot Pole, which ultimately
10-Foot Pole and Pulley.
Yeah, and without that connection, I probably would have missed Epitaph and Fat Records, because there was kids like at the they were like, oh, 10-Foot Jock, and and they just made fun of it, right? Because once it wasn't Scared Straight anymore, and what a looking back, what a mistake, because those fucking records are
insanely good,
right? So you look back on it, but I at the time I was not listening to a lot of that stuff. I was really into like super underground. Like I loved our local scene. I loved like a lot of like Oxnard bands. I loved there was a band from Moore Park. Oh my gosh, now I can't remember. It doesn't matter, but more of the
I like that name. It doesn't matter.
Like local stuff, and that was like the scene that kind of I grew up in. And you're going to see shows, and then at some point, I think I started liking melody.
Yeah.
And I don't know when that happened, and I can't say that I know exactly how it happened, but I found myself listening to Texas Is the Reason.
Yeah. I think that kind of happened to all of us at some point. It was like, okay, this is really cool that it's like fucking fast and loud and angry, but we're like kind of like there could be a little bit more to it.
Yeah.
And like waiting for like the melody part to pop out, and then it started to, and that's really like I was like, oh, this is fucking different.
I think what changed it for me is a girl left me, like which is the start. I think and then all of a sudden it was the anger mixed with sadness, and then all of a sudden it's like this Sunny Day Real Estate Diary record makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like, and you're listening to it, and then all of a sudden, and then you realize like, I love Texas stuff. Right. And you're like, well, these guys came from hardcore and now they're playing this.
Yeah.
And I was like, so this must be okay. Like,
yeah.
And we're okay to do this. And, and I'd be a liar if I said that I wasn't like secretly listening to Green Day records. So, dude, I loved all of that.
1,000 Slappy Hours.
1,039 Smooth Down Slappy Hours.
Fucking goddamn record.
Just through and through.
It is a great record.
Yeah. So I found myself like really liking melody. And then the more I got into the melody, the more the bands, right?
Yeah.
Then it's just like, it's not this narrow. Yeah. And then you start realizing there's so many good bands out there, and I missed it, Husker Du, right? Like I missed that band. It was a little bit before my time, but I also miss the boat on that. Right now I have to go back and like re-listen to a lot of this stuff because I missed it. But it's once you start listening to all of those kinds of music and you realize like these are punk records, right?
Dude.
And you can listen to the Descendants.
Oh, you have to.
And it's okay.
You can listen to all. You have to. The replacement. The replacements are like one of the greatest.
The thing that was badass about the Descendants is when they started coming out, they were opening for hardcore bands.
Yeah,
because there were no other melodic punk bands.
Yeah, and I think that's really and that we're talking probably I'm in 11th or 12th grade at that point where I start realizing that I'm only going to listen to hardcore in front of my friends. Like you get in my car and the fucking Honeywell tape is going in.
Oh man!
And then like tucked off to the side is like, oh, I got Green Day and Sam I Am and all these other.
Oh, these
bands,
are
right?
When I go on a date.
Yeah, like these other, but you realize like how good these bands these bands are, and then you start looking at it. And Jawbreaker's probably
Oh my
the
God,
one
yeah.
that stands out the most to me. That like really, really opened that door where I was like, because who's more fucking punk than Blake?
That Unfun record, you can't.
I mean,
I-
Unfun
dude,
is great. I mean, I'm not gonna. That ain't my favorite one. 24-hour Revenge Therapy is my
That's a good one.
favorite. But like, Dear You, people fucking hated.
Yeah, well, I was one of them. I was
fucking
one of
hated
them
Dear
when
You.
it first came out. I think I was more angry because it was a major label record, not
See,
because of
fuck
the,
off.
you know.
What?
You're fired.
Yeah.
that was what we were going through at the time, because when you're in the scene and then you're seeing that was one of the very first punk bands that got signed to a fucking major label for that
Yes.
amount of money, and
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh, this is going to change our whole scene now. Like,
Yeah,
you know?
I was the direct opposite. love Unfun, right? Love Bivouac,
Yep.
love all of everything that they had ever done. And like obviously the poor man's Jawbreaker, I was just gonna say Sam
Yeah.
M. But like I know that is what it is.
Makes me so.
But see, I love Sam I, and I love all of the stuff that Sam I had done too. But you
She
look,
found you.
she found you. Yeah, dude, dude. You're,
This is big.
Would you put a ball
Amazing.
gag on him?
So happy.
but you have when that record came out, when Dear You came out, I was on board from the get. I heard Sluttering and I was just like, this it doesn't get any better. And now you're talking about a band. I was just like, this is how all of these records could sound. Now sonically, it's my favorite of all time is going back to the 80s and listening to Ill Repute and
Oh yeah.
and early RKL. That's my, if you're gonna play a
RKL,
sound and you're
fucking
gonna
hell, dude.
listen to a sound, that's my favorite. Those are my favorite records. But if we're just talking about putting out a dynamic record and songwriting
Yeah.
and like great lyrics, I mean, he's a fucking
He's a poet, man.
amazing. And then you put that together with production.
Yeah.
It's perfection.
and
It's-
it was
it's fucking like
yeah.
it's. And that Dear You record, so I was on board from the get-go. I was like, listen, if this is where we're headed, Green Day had already done it, right?
Yeah.
At that point, Green Day had already put out Dookie, and it's
Blew the
phenomenal,
fuck
Mhm.
up.
right?
Yeah.
It just hits, and you're just like, and all of the songs are great.
And
it was-
then, well, I mean, though, as soon as the fuckface started playing a new guitar and not his old beater one, they
that when you
became
lost them.
they became less relevant.
Okay, I think I would say that they probably had me for 2 records after that, because what's that after that? You got
Dumber and Dumber.
the fucking
I can't remember.
Insomniac
Yeah.
and whatever else.
Was
So
it Fair Warning after that, or
No, that
No,
was
that was
warning.
Rancid.
That was,
I,
that was
I,
later.
after Dookie, it was just like the major label punk rock scene had basically started at that
Yeah.
point. So there was a lot coming out. So when
Pennywise,
Green Day, Yeah.
Offspring,
well,
those guys started to
Offspring,
go,
but
you
they're
know.
like after that,
Well, Offspring
after
wasn't on a
Dookie-
major label.
well,
Third record was
Offspring wasn't a major label. That was on just
Epitaph,
the
but-
best independent label of all time.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
and then they went to Nitro, didn't they?
Nitro. Well, that was
Yeah,
isn't
that was Dexter.
That was like
Dexter's
album 3 or
thing.
4, yeah.
They didn't do any major label stuff.
I thought they did
I
like
think they've gone to, they went to it since, but Smash was
Yeah.
Epitaph.
Yeah,
So is
yeah.
Ignition. I mean, those
Ignition
those
is a fucking fun.
dude, Ignition's a banger. That
But
album
to me,
fucking
like
rips.
when my old band Lazlo, when we did a bunch of shows with Offspring when they were on Nemesis, that
Right.
first record,
Yeah.
that white one with the kind of like an alien coming out of
Yeah,
the dude's stomach or whatever, but like that, like Kill the President, Jennifer Lost the War, that era was just, oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, those records, right? So I mean, you're looking at and like I said, if I'd be sitting here and I'd be a fraud if I said that those are the records that I was listening to, because at the time I certainly missed a lot of that because I was listening to
all the hardcore.
all these other hardcore bands, right? So I went back and revisited those. One band that I did not miss, and I would argue,
Barry Manilow.
fucking Barry Manilow. And I dare anybody in this fucking room to say that Barry Manilow is not.
I like Barry
He's a total asshole.
Manahai.
I've met him.
Oh, is he?
Oh, he's a total asshole. I
was
like
gonna
ABBA
say-
a lot.
ABBA? Okay.
I love ABBA.
Okay, we'll see. I mean, I would say I would go. I would bet. I mean, there's no bet, right? Because some music, it's all subjective. I'm going to say the best Fat Records band of all time. This is controversial. Here.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I have my own opinion. Go
I
ahead.
love this.
Propaganda.
I love you in the face. He hates propaganda.
I don't hate him.
You
They're
said
just,
you hated him, and then you wanted to fight him, and that you were going to take him to court.
You heard it here.
Uh-huh. I heard that.
my favorite fat bands are Snuff, Guns and Wankers.
I love Guns N' Wankers.
These
dude.
are
So good. That
It is
fucking-
so good,
It's
dude.
better than Snuff. It's the same people I get, but like that Guns and Wankers record, fuck,
Dude,
that
that
may
thing
win.
ripped.
That's
the brilliant band.
just like okay. That
Just
record's
How to
great.
clean everything was so good. I mean,
but
come
How
on.
are you going to beat propaganda, man? I mean, if you
You're going
talk
to start a
about,
band called the Weaker Thans.
well,
You-
weaker.
That was a great melodic
Those
fucking band.
Weaker Thans. I saw the Weaker Thans. I've seen them 3 times.
Oh, fuck, I've never seen him.
Fucking phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
So say what you will about the Weaker Thans.
I love Weaker
fucking
Thans.
love, dude. That's
He was the one that told me
Fallow.
that they were propaganda. I was like,
Oh my
holy
gosh,
shit, I
yeah.
did not know that.
So okay, then this is a fun fact about
I like
Spark of Life.
this.
The second record, I believe it's their second record, Weaker Than, is called Left and Leave.
Uh-huh.
Spark of Life, when I was naming the band, came down to Spark of Life or Left and Leaving.
Oh, my
Because I
God.
stole the Weaker Than's
Oh, my God.
thing. That was what
Dude, the
that's what I was
guitars,
gonna
the
call it.
guitar work on those albums is just fun. I mean, it's over the top amazing. I mean, dude,
And I believe is that a major label in Canada
I don't even
that
know.
put it out, because they were up for like a Juno Award.
What is
Or
that?
some, the Canadian like
Grammy?
Grammys.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
so
they're
they-
Canadian.
Just
Their
saying.
money's not worth
The Maple
much.
Leaf
Just
Awards.
saying.
The Maple
Yeah,
Leaf, the Maple Syrup Awards.
Here it cost $13.50. In Canada, it was $17.50.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Right, yeah,
I'm just
something.
kidding.
But yeah, no,
Doesn't
I mean,
matter.
those like the evolution of these bands and like where I think a lot of the band members have gone from and to is really interesting to see how people like evolved in their relationship with music and their education, and to see how really good people get.
It's interesting to I mean, now you listen to How to Clean Everything, and Propaganda just put out a
Oh,
single this year,
Fucking phenomenal.
and it's so good. And they I think so. Anyway, I would go out and I would say your favorite. So your favorite is Snuff.
Mhm.
It's not-
So
it's
Guns
not-
N' Wankers
It's
is
not a
up
bad
there.
pick,
for
but
sure.
I think overall, I mean, did Snuff play the play shows?
They played Europe because they're English.
Right.
You
But
know?
I mean, that's
they
what I
played
mean.
out here, I think, once, and they
Maybe.
toured with No Effects.
Okay.
So and they played 3 nights in LA. And we went every
So
night.
just on the fact of playing shows, I think you got to give Propaganda the nod.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, dude,
Propaganda's
they're
gets
endlessly touring. Favorite Canadian band, however, no means no.
Doughboys.
Favorite Canadian band
Yeah.
is what?
No means no.
His.
I'm gonna have to go SNFU.
Oh, dude, I
Okay.
can respect the shit out of that.
Yeah,
I fucking love that band.
have to be SNFU.
Unless you're no means no.
unless you're no. Well, favorite Canadian?
Yeah.
Alanis Morissette, then probably.
Oh my god. Cher called and she's
who,
mad at
who
you.
has sold more records than Alanis Morissette?
No, it's not Cher.
Britney
What's-
Spears
I don't know.
No, it was a, she was
Not
a Canadian
Canadian.
broad of the
Yeah, she is.
dying of
by
aging.
injection.
Threadbare.
Dustin Terry.
Yeah, well, Brian Lorvo is the singer.
Snapcase.
Love Snapcase. So that I flew across the country to see the final Snapcase.
No shit.
Yeah.
Dustin is an old friend, man.
Okay. So
Yeah,
Snapcase, if that in terms of victory records, that Snapcase is my all-time
they fucking
Hey Jeff,
favorite band.
you know what you should do? Start your own show.
Ball gag. It's gonna be called ball gag.
Yeah, I did. They
did
did a show back in 2007, which was, I believe, supposed to be the last show. There's a guy named Norman Brennan who does a zine called Antimatter.
Mhm.
So Antimatter put on a show. It was 108, Snapcase, Triple Threat, which I believe is the guy from Mouthpiece. It was his other band, I believe, and maybe somebody else. I flew across the country because it was a book release for the Antimatter book, and I flew across the country because I think it was supposed to be at the time the last final Snapcase show, which is a show in Brooklyn, and fucking absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Snapcase has since played shows, but I think that we can all agree that Caboose and all these are
Yeah.
fantastic songs.
Well, this is funny because we're
So-
pulling from like a really deep fucking place here. Like not a lot of people have any idea who these bands are at all.
Well, I apologize to all.
No,
of
I
you.
want to hear. You know who does? Fucking Sharif.
Yeah.
So that was definitely the world. And you know what's funny? Like hardcore's so like, at the time is so fickle, right? And
Yeah.
so like it got to a point where you weren't even allowed to like Victory Records bands. Right. I mean, you got to a point where, I mean, I know that there's politics there that we're not going to dive into, right, with the owner and all of that. But like, even so, there was bands there that finally Victory Records put out. But I think Epitaph fell victim to the same.
Yeah, there was a lot
The
of kind
same.
of controversy around Graf, and there was like a lot of rumor shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anything
and who
about it
knows?
or what's true or not, but it's like kind of like I'm going through a little bit of myself with my company. It's like it just sort of sucks. Like the rumor mill gets going, and it just sort of kicks you in the balls.
Who knows? I mean, like I said, what I mean by fell victim to it is, I mean, you look at the early Epitaph stuff, look at the early Fat Records kind of stayed pretty true to what it is. I think I can't say I kept up with it, but
The thing about Fat Records that everybody bitches about is, oh, they sold out, or Fat Mike sold out, this and that and the other thing. Did he
sell out?
No,
I don't think he sold out.
His thing, to me personally, in my opinion, is he kept punk rock viable, and by signing the bands that he signed, putting them on the road, promoting them, paying them, made those bands
money.
Want to play more, want to write more. And back in the 90s, you heard of a band, whatever, oh, they're on Fat Records, oh, I got to check them out.
I would agree with that.
And all those bands were his favorite bands, you know?
Yes. To that end, I don't think you could ever accuse Fat Mike of selling out. To say I know a lot about Fat Mike, I don't fucking know a lot about Fat Mike. It wasn't a record label that I was loyal to by any stretch. But I think that if you're just looking at from the bands that he put out, I mean, I loved a lot of those bands. You're like Lagwagon, and Strung Out was from our hometown, so it's like there was Strung Out, Good Riddance.
I fucking love Good Riddance.
So Russ,
Operation Phoenix is fucking
dude. Our first record was produced by Russ. He's
no
one
shit.
He's the one who signed us. So Russ. Good Riddance, like obviously came. Well, then should I tell you about our first record?
Tell me about the first record.
All right. So our first record, I used to send. We started the band. Man, we were fucking awful when we started. Like we were so bad. But I used to write. Back in the day, I used to send demos and like write letters to these record labels. Like, hey man, check out our demo, right? And you try to get signed. And I used to send letters and letters and letters and letters, right? Fat Records denied us. Epitaph denied us. All these, like every record label denied us. And then I found out that Russ had started a label. I don't know if it was like an imprint through Fat or how it was distributed. Probably was distributed certainly because it's the same people. But I did. He started a label with this guy Joe, who was the lead singer of a band called Fury 66, which was up in Santa Cruz. And obviously Russ is straight edge, and I knew so like that connection was there. And then obviously Joe was straight edge. Well, he was in Fury 66, so they were starting a record label called Lorelei Records. And I used to just fucking pester them.
Oh, really?
Just email after email. Hey, this is what we're doing. We're playing a show. Like, can you come watch us? Can we, and it was rarely either answered or no.
Yeah.
Like just no's and like, hey, thanks for, being nice.
Thinking of us.
Whatever.
Congratulations again.
Over and over. And they were putting out they had put out a Good Riddance record. They had put out this other band called they were In Vain, which is the dude from oh my gosh, Love Equals Death. Which is Sean. He just died, right? The singer. So Sean. So it was his band like prior to that. So I would write them letter after letter, and we played with Love Equals Death at a skate park.
Oh no!
Long story short is I sent them email after fucking email with just horrible replies that came back. And finally, I told them, I said, I saw that they were going on tour somehow, and I saw that the way that it was routed and whatever else, and there was like a day off. I could be screwing some of this. This is a long time ago, but the gist of it was essentially there was a hole in their tour. And I said, I will get you guys a show, in our hometown. And I made up guarantees.
Oh man.
I fucking made it up. Like it was all,
I'm fucking lying right now.
It was all complete shit. I made it up. I didn't have a venue. How was I going to get the money? What is it going to cost? I didn't know their booking agent, right? There's all kinds of stuff. It was just out of play. But basically, Joe was in a band called oh my gosh, Audio Crush.
Oh my god, I remember them.
I don't remember them at all. That's
Are
a
they-
terrible band.
And Russ was in Good Riddance at the time, and obviously, right?
Yeah.
So I sent them a note and said, I will get you a show, blah, 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 this and that. And they're like, this fucking kid, right? Like, he won't leave us
Okay,
alone.
fucking fine.
Like, so they agreed to play the show, and we went, and I went and got a venue, got everything, blah, blah, blah. They came out, and I'm like, the only caveat is we're fucking opening.
Yeah.
And so they showed up, and we played. And I'll be damned. I don't know if it was through persistence or what it was, but Russ basically after the show came up and said, hey, didn't sign us. Wasn't like, hey, we're going to do this, but they were like, hey, we'd like you guys to open up for our Western shows as we're heading up into Canada, like Western Canada, like start. And, but I want to play with you guys for however many shows it was or whatever it came out to be. But we want you guys to open this whole West Coast up to Canada, run, and then we'll see what's up.
Yeah.
See how you guys are. Dude, we went and played the shows, and he was just like, hey, like, let's put out a record. And that was it. And then he sat in the fucking studio with us, and we recorded.
And that's when he started doing drugs.
What?
The Vulture Week.
You should,
Well, yeah, that's
you
that.
should drink less.
So
the show recently.
So that I know who that. Yeah, well, yeah, but that was not. I didn't know them at that point. And we never. And we. It is great. That is an amazing record. A Vulture Wake is what it's called. Yeah. Yeah, we played and we did that, and they decided to put out a record. And he came down and did all the pre-production with us. A consummate professional.
Yeah.
Like, hard guy to get a read on.
That's not the worst thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know if he was like angry or mad or whatever. it
He
was,
still is.
but
He called me and said he hated you.
It's fair. It's a fair assessment. There's a lot of people get in fucking line, I guess.
No, I think you're fucking awesome as
Oh,
shit.
well, hey. So it was definitely an experience, and the guy gave us a PhD in how to do melodic hardcore.
All right.
A pretty hairy dick.
I never saw it, but potentially. You speak as the.
He knows what they look like for sure.
Russ is one of the only people in the scene that I've hung out with him quite a few times. Never gelled like to where it was like a one-on-one conversation.
Because you're a dick.
Yeah.
I think I don't want to speak ill of him at all because I have nothing bad to say. I think a lot of people have that experience with him.
He's just very hard to read.
He's
Not,
just
Solid.
not
hard to
impressed by anything, and just like you ask him a question, he answers it like it's an interview.
Yeah.
There's
that was
there's no give and take.
he is so knowledgeable about music.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Like sitting there talking to him, and like he was like, "Oh, what band do you like these bands?" And I would try to and I'm like, "Well, I like Black Flag," and he's like, "Well, which record do you like?"
Yeah,
and I'm
right.
like, "Well, I like My War," and he's like, "Oh, well, that record doesn't get it.
Yeah.
It's jazz only."
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was
God.
like, "Oh, well,
Yeah.
yeah, fuck me then, I guess I'm not." And he's like, "I listen to Blast, right?" And
Oh, Two Blast is awesome.
right. So so that was what I found hard to like get a read on the guy, because I would name off bands and he just named the original band.
Oh yeah, that's
He's like,
great.
"Oh, you like this band? Well,
Yeah.
Here's the three other bands."
That's such a European thing. Like you go to Europe and
I like
you
the
talk
older
to people
stuff better.
about a band and they're like, oh, the original lineup and that's it.
Yeah,
Everybody else shies.
I didn't find it to be off-putting. I think like maybe like some people have, and I didn't find it to be off-putting. I think I was fascinated because I loved Comprehensive Guide to Modern Rebellion and like all of these records. So he was like a hero to me long before he sat in the studio with us and did pre-production stuff. I was just sort of in awe of just sitting with the guy. So I think that I may have. I think that's
Well,
just.
plus you're in a studio situation with them, so there's a lot more conversation than trying to hold a conversation with 5-8 people. Yeah.
And I think what it was is, and this is about Russ, is he knew how to get things done. Like you were dealing with 4, 5 other guys in the band who were complete fucking morons. myself included. So you're
I mean, yeah,
running
this is your first
around.
time you've recorded, and you're like, going, we don't know the process.
No,
actually
we don't
looks
know
like.
the product. And he's like, sit the fuck down and play the guitar.
Yeah.
Like, stop. Whatever, like, you know, like, because our guitar player would, you know, be like moving around and like he's playing live.
Right.
He's like, sit
So-
the fuck down
Yeah.
and like get it right.
Yeah.
You're right. You know, like tune your guitar so that it's constantly in tune.
Yeah.
You know, tune to the top of the note. Don't always turning tight, never tune down.
Never
like,
ever. Oh my
right?
god.
So like all of these things where you're like,
Like, that drives me nuts when I see
You're a
somebody
punk
drop
man.
yeah.
and then not doing it. I'm like, no, back and then like, come on.
Right,
I
but
hate-
see, but if you don't know that,
Ugh.
you don't know that, right? And so you're playing these stuff. So Russ, to me, like I still look back at that and I treasure that time. Like what a fucking amazing time, and we got to experience it like with that guy. So so anyway, that's our first.
Yeah,
record.
I mean, dude. I
And
mean,
Bill Stevenson did the production on it with
No
Central
shit?
Blasting Room.
oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, so it's Descendants.
I heard
like the
he's
whole-
hard to get along with. I've heard.
I had nothing to do with it. They wouldn't let us in the room.
Yeah, it sounds right.
They wouldn't let us in the room. They were like, thank you, we're done. And
Go the fuck away.
that was pretty much it. And they were like, we'll send you your record when it's done. And at the time, I didn't give a shit anyways. I was like, somebody paid for it.
So did you put that on a vinyl or was it just tape and
It
CD?
only came out on CD. Weird that you mentioned that because it's gonna get a reissue.
Oh, who's pressing?
Can't say that yet.
Okay, because I know somebody.
Okay, can't say it yet.
It's-
We have two people that are interested in it.
It's in the building.
I've heard of the place in the
Mhm.
building. Well, point is it will get re-released. It's going to get re-released
That one,
onto
yeah.
vinyl. So just a cool time. But you know that record, and then you know through that, like that's where. And to get back to our bands, we're not just talking shit on everything, but like
Oh, fuck that. It's some shit.
that was what started. You know. Being able to, you know, have the backing of Russ and Good Riddance
Yeah.
and those types of things. I mean, those opened up the relationship because the first call we got after that was from Rise Against booking agent
Nice.
and was like, "Hey, Rise Against."
So now you got enough clout by doing that.
Just
you got
because
the
of
next
that.
step.
Just because of
Boom.
that, it opened the door to absolutely everything that was that came after.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, man, our first tour when the record came out was we were on the road opening for Rise Against.
I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world.
I mean,
How long have you guys been together when that happened?
3 years at
Okay,
that point.
That's not a bad career.
No, I mean, it went from we were playing like local, you know, like bars to all of a sudden we're selling out. You know, not weird.
I was gonna say, I was gonna let you finish.
Myself. Yeah,
You're playing
we
a
didn't
show,
sell
a
out
sold out
anything,
show. Yeah.
but we got to play. We're playing sold out shows in San Diego and San Francisco at Soma and fucking crazy fucking places,
shit.
right? Where all of a sudden like we're just exposed to this whole new audience that
Fuck
just
yeah.
had come out and so and the friendships that got formed from
Mhm.
that, you know, Tim
And the support system too.
crazy. And it's weird that the way that it works out like that, you know, but that our first tour, I became, you know, and I was talking to him today, you know, became lifelong friends with Tim and all those guys from Rise Against. Like who thinks that? You know, like when you're
I don't think
when you're
anybody-
writing a record.
Wow.
Hagfish. Yeah, he was in Hagfish. That's true. Zach. Yeah. He's also in Guar. So yeah,
I remember
just-
fucking 88 Finger Louie.
88
fuck,
Fingers,
dude.
Louie, right?
Fuck, come on.
So
Played with those guys in
United
Chicago.
Cigar.
yeah. So there's just so much like the path like that gets you
Mm-hmm.
where you're going. It's sort of and music. That's to me like what music is, right? And it's like we can all come from these different places, and you come from different things. Like right, I'm straight edge. We're sitting here talking about it, and you two fucking assholes are sitting here drinking in front of me.
I asked him, "Is he cool with that?" And he goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Awesome," because I
And
was
it's
drunk when I
like-
woke up.
And the thing is like it's okay.
Yeah.
When we were in New Jersey playing at the Meat Locker, and we're downstairs, you and I, and then Dave came over, and Dave was feeding me beers all night, and you know I'm drinking with Dave, and Dave's fucking hardcore, man. We're just going one for one, and then we came over, we're talking to you, and then somebody came, was buying merch, and I go, "Do you feel like a dickhead?" And he's like, "No, never. Why?" And I go, "Because you and I totally fucking hammered, and we're talking to Steve here. You know he's straight edge, right? He's all, oh fuck.
Yeah. See, I think,
whatever.
Like to me, like I think that's the cool part.
Yeah.
Is if you'd have had me at 15, 16-year-old Steve,
You would have
Jennings,
been mad.
militant as fuck,
Uh-huh.
fucking just. I didn't. I
Like,
liked.
won't be in the room with that.
No, won't be in the room with it. Won't go to a show. Certainly that where it exists.
Mhm.
And like when I used to, and I'm not saying that it's cool. That's because it's not cool. But I was at a show. I've been at shows where like if you're drinking, and people would just drag you out and just kick the shit out of you.
Fucking hell.
Or smoke, right? Like
Yeah.
at these straight edge shows. So that was like a different time of that too. But like a lot of that is. I don't think that's not the right way to that's not right either, right? But a 15, 16-year-old, 17-year-old Steve
Yeah.
Jennings was like,
Yeah.
this is cool because it protects me, I feel, and it's maybe dangerous, right? You're at a show somewhere in LA and all of a sudden, you're around all these straight edge guys and they're out just beating ass on everybody and you're kind of like, I'm with them. Right. And so you kind of you attach yourself to that. And there was certainly a time I think everybody can agree in the 90s that it kind of got out of control a little bit with
I think
a lot of that
everything
stuff.
did, though. I mean, I think the entirety of it got out of control at some point.
It's and I was not a fan of that stuff, and I think that was probably partially when I started getting into more of the melodic stuff, as I was just like, dude, I don't want to be at a show where people are getting beat up, right? It's like that's not fun.
I mean, are you old enough to remember the Summer Nationals?
Epitaph Summer National
Mhm.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I went to all 3 nights. So last night when NoFX came on, it just turned into a riot. I was actually I was sitting with Keith Morris and we're the fuck out of here. Like we're just like, nope, we're out.
yeah,
It was horrible. I was like, Jesus Christ, these people are just out to murder.
Yeah, I went to go see, and I went to go see a Strife show, and they played with Strung Out, I believe, or Pennywise.
Mhm.
Pennywise,
Probably
Something Pennywise. Strung Out.
If
or
there was
Strife-
violence, it was Pennywise.
Strife and
Yeah.
Pennywise, right? And I remember I was there to see Strife, right? Because that's who I'm there to see. But Pennywise is like it's in the sphere,
Yeah.
like right of bands that you know of, right? It's hardcore, it's punk, like it's around. So it was in my sphere, not band I was listening to. But I remember watching that show and like Strife played and obviously opened, and like you're up front and you're watching Strife and it's just like the pit's going off and everybody's doing their thing. And then the minute the Strife show or their set ends, all the people from Strife and all their fans step to the back, and like Pennywise fans like fucking go up front. And like I sat in the back and watched and just and then it turned into a fucking riot.
It gets violent, man. It's like OC fucking knucklehead.
And I just was
jocks,
just like, I'm not, and I think it's probably right. I think all scenes just sort of
there
got
was kind of like a
bloated with
big
that.
collision of like fucking like violence, and it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Back in '93,
Yeah.
Pennywise and Pennywise and Badtown played a show at the Hong Kong Cafe,
Uh-huh.
and it turned into a riot. I think Pennywise got through 3 songs,
Yeah.
and they destroyed that upstairs. The
Yeah.
windows, chairs got thrown out the windows, and
Yeah.
my shit was already packed up in my fucking
I'm
truck,
out.
and
Yeah. I think, and I think that's the good thing. And, I don't know how much time we have left, but I would like to say
All of it.
about music in general now is like when we started this back up again a couple of years ago, now we're doing, we just released a record this year and, we're out playing 50, 60 shows a year and we're touring again. Right. Like, and we're out doing it. Is that music is so universal across the board that it doesn't even matter anymore. I was self-conscious originally, like starting it again. I was like, dude, I've already fucking done this.
Yeah.
I've already toured. We've already played. I've run around. We've moshed. We've done everything. I've been in hardcore since I was 9 years old. Right. And like doing all of this and like, who's going to care about any of this shit at this point?
Everybody.
And the
Right
thing
now,
is
it's everybody.
it's fucking everybody.
I
I love that so much
Yeah.
about music. And it's like, we're sitting here having a conversation about fucking music. It's crazy.
I remember our conversation, you and I sitting down. It was, I think the show was already over at the Meat Locker, and we're just sitting there, we're just packing their shit up, and you and I are packing up our merchandise from our bands, and we just started
Stealing
talking.
shirts.
And you told me about a fan many years ago, female fan,
Mhm.
and because of social media, that you're still in contact with her, and you know, it was many years later, and it's those contacts, and because of the love of music is the reason that most of our friendships and relationships come about.
It's crazy,
you know.
It's nuts.
And but you know, like you and I, the first day we met in Oxnard, I knew immediately from talking to you for 5 minutes, I'm gonna be friends with him for the rest of my existence.
4 more years.
I thought, years. And that, you know, what's funny is you say that, and it's like what I would have never at the time, like, you know, with most normal people, right? You were like, hey, we're going to play the East Coast, and I was like, well, fucking get us on the shows.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is your problem, right? Like, who would you? Any other world, where can you say that? Right. And like, there's no Fortune 500 company where you're like, hey, like, you know, and that works out, right? Because everybody's looking out for themselves. But I remember it was just like, hey, like, we want to be on these shows, and it was like a few phone calls get made, and it's just like, and you're on the show, right? And it's like, next thing you know, we're flying out to Boston and we're playing shows. And it's like, to me, like, that's what I realized about coming back and like redoing all of this is there's an underground scene that we exist in, and it's fucking so
I wasn't
cool.
so much a part of it until I met him the second time.
Right.
And we hit it off. We became friends. And because of that, I've made dozens and dozens of friends in the scene. I mean, music is the purest form of art, in my opinion.
So cool. Yeah.
You know, you can make it whatever you need it to be at the time.
Right.
And so this is how Gizz and I met. This is how now you and I have met. This is how I've met all. I mean, we have fucking 200 billion episodes or something.
Right.
Like, okay, 70.
It's round.
Yeah. But being welcomed into this family, and it's a family.
Yeah.
And it's so cool because like the three of us, and let's include Jeff over here, is like between the 4 of us, we know everybody that we've ever liked or loved or saw or ever heard of.
Right.
You know, there's the 4 degrees of us.
That's love of music.
It is, and that's the beauty of punk rock is that we do because we love to, not like rock and roll bands or metal bands where they do because they have
money.
Right. And that's the fucking coolest part. And I will, and I truly believe this too, because we've seen it as we go out, and even that band that we played with in New Jersey played after us. Was it $3?
The kids?
The kids.
Yeah.
Did they fucking rip?
Yeah.
They hung up on us.
Yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. We interviewed the singer Arthur 2 weeks ago.
Go fuck yourselves. No. Here's what I think about it, and I'll include them in this. But like that band ripped, right? And I was using because we both have that example. But there was this other band, you know, they just broke up, which is so stupid. They're from San Diego called Pacemaker, and we had played with them a few times, and I realized that like we're involved in this like underground thing, right? Yeah. And we know it, and we're like, this band's cool, and this band's cool, and this band's cool. The coolest fucking part about it is that these kids have another scene that we know nothing about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it still fucking exists in a place that we know nothing about, and I don't want to know anything about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's yours.
It's theirs, and they're creating it, and they're killing it.
They're curating it, and they're making it bigger and better.
And I just, and there's these, I look at these flyers online, and I see these shows, and it's like it's at some warehouse. Contact us for address. Yeah. You don't even fucking know where the show is.
They don't either.
Unless you fucking know the guy that can tell you where the show is.
Well, you know that every kid that drove to that show has to use their GPS because they don't know how to get there without it.
I got dropped off by mom.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit how it happens or fucking how it's done. I looked at that and I was like, these fucking kids
are
killing it. And it's like, and all of these bands that we grew up with, like listening to, and you know, they're still out there playing music and still putting out fucking records, like
quality,
and putting out great records. And like I just look at our peers, and like Pulley just put out a new split with this band Fire Sale, and it's like you listen to it and you're just like it's so fucking good. It's so you just sitting and I go, how in the world did and I love Scott, so like maybe he's watching this, but like
I hope so.
I you know, that's like he's like my biggest influence, right? Like from Scared Straight to all the way through Pulley's, just like he's the king of melody. Yeah. I defy to find a better band that writes.
I defy to find a better release picture.
Rev is probably one of the best vocal albums, music.
Yeah,
included, but his vocals are just so pure and just
Go
phenomenal.
yeah, but go rev and then go through the entire catalog
Oh,
up
yeah.
until last month. He gets better and better
Yeah.
and better every time he goes out, dude. And the Rise records.
Oh,
I don't listen to
Yeah.
a lot of Rise anymore. I'll be the first person to say it. I listen to them when they come out, and I give them a couple
Tim
listens.
is a very this is such a melodic singer.
But
Pure.
listen to what they're doing.
Mm.
It's fucking incredible.
Mhm.
And pound for pound, like those songs and those records, like as you just start going through them, you just realize like these guys are like in the worlds that we came from, and like all of these ideas and all of these concepts and things that started in punk rock, and I know this isn't politics and we're not going to get into it, but like from politics to veganism to
Whatever
DIY, like
yeah.
all of this shit. This is look at this fucking place we're at right now.
Dude, this place is a shithole.
This how fucking cool is
That's
it?
the best thing about punk rock is that whatever your heart is invested in, you can sing about, and there's somebody there that is gonna go, wow, I've been looking for this.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Making that connection. Yeah.
and it's so fucking cool. And I got one more thing that I want to say about that too. Is like I'm a huge fan of this band called Newfound Glory. Okay,
Great band.
I love Newfound Glory. Now, Newfound Glory came to me. I've been in on since day one because Chad was in a band called Shai Hulud, and Shai Hulud is a so Shai Hulud has gone through all kinds of transformations, but the very first record came out on Crisis Records, which was and so that's how I found ultimately found Newfound Glory. But Shai Hulud, that record is, My Heart Bleeds in Darkest Blood, just absolutely fucking phenomenal hardcore record. Nothing like Newfound Glory. But Newfound Glory like put out these posts that just did, and they're on tour, and Chad, I don't want to put words or say what it is, but he has some sort of illness that doesn't allow him to tour anymore. Like, I don't know if it's cancer or what he's got, right? But like they go out and they play these shows and they put out these posts, and like I love watching it because these guys, and they have their kids there now.
Oh my God.
Their kids are at the fucking shows.
That is such a weird thing. Like, I don't have or ever want kids. I don't really like kids very much.
Fair enough.
Except for my nephew Finley, who's probably watching. I love him to death.
Right.
Like the other F word.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so weird. It's like, well, these guys have children and shit. Like they became fathers and parents, and they're influencing a whole new generation of things. Like, I wonder if those kids are going to kind of follow in that or just rebel against it. It's
who knows?
What's it going to look like?
Who knows what? I watch these. I have a daughter. I'll just say that I have a daughter, and if she's watching, and I know she is, so I love you.
We all love you.
How old is she?
14.
All right.
15. Sorry.
Okay, so it's not that time yet.
To me, she's 5.
Well, that's the thing. They don't actually grow up, right?
But the thing about it is, like, I've been indoctrinating her with punk rock fucking from day one.
And she listened to Britney Spears.
No. And that's the thing. That's the thing about it. It's the best part about it is, like, I have been inundated with Tate McRae, Taylor Swift, Gracie Abrams, Olivia Rodrigo. I know all of those songs. I can sing them to you. I know them. I know the records. And every, like, on the playlist, she'll be playing her thing, and then Newfound Glory will pop on.
Nice.
Youth of Today song will pop on. A No Use for a Name song will pop on. And I go, you know what? I'm not saying that she's bumping those records,
but it's an influence that came.
But she is listening, and she knows the words to International You Day, right?
A beautiful song.
And you're sitting here, and I just go, I never pressure her to listen to anything, right? And I wrote a song. She's our biggest fan. Like, I wrote a song about her on the record, and it's on her record, and it's called. And
you talk about it every night.
And I talk about it every night because, to me, that's like what music is.
Yeah.
It's like you get to take music and fashion it in this way that, like, that to me is like what resonates now. It's like, I'm not 19 anymore. I'm not going to talk about whatever the fuck I was saying at 19. I'm going to sing this song about loving my daughter.
There you go. My nephew Finley, they watch the show every weekend with my brother, and he texted me during the show, "I'd like your octopus shirt." It was a big drill card shirt, the purple one.
Okay.
So I bought him one. I sent it to him. He like lives in it. Like, I mean, but it's amazing to get to see what that evolution looks like. Like,
I love it. Oh,
it can't go away. It can't.
No, and that was what I wanted to say about the Newfound Glory posts. That was where I was headed. Is you see these kids, and they're second generation
Mhm.
Newfound Glory fans that grew up with Newfound Glory. And this happens with all the bands, right? Newfound Glory just sticking out because I see their Instagram and I follow them.
Yeah.
So like, but it's these second generation kids that are now experiencing Newfound Glory who weren't around, for the first record, right?
You were nowhere near here.
But it fucking opens the door
Yeah.
to everything that we love.
Yeah.
And like,
That's
to
it.
me, that's it. And if you get shown that door, like once you go through it, man, who knows what you come up with? Maybe you become a doctor. I don't know what the fuck you become, right? But you take those ethos and you take those ideas and you bring them into these fucking places out in the world, and you can start to improve the world.
It's one of the things we started talking about when we first started. It's like, what is or isn't punk rock? It's like, well, there's not really an answer for that. If the brand new Green Day record opens the door to Guttermouth, opens the door to Black Flag, opens the door, it whatever it happens to be, those doors get opened and things fucking change the world.
That was one of the main things that I wanted when we first started. And in the 2 years that we've been doing the show, the thing that has changed is when we first started, he was very into, punk rock pretty much died here. He had a year.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you really can't say that, because the bands that have evolved from that, and I will put Blink-182 at the threshold, is that they are bringing what we grew up on into these young ears.
Yeah. I don't think that you can deny Blink-182.
No,
I don't think that you can deny. To me, like,
there was a Star Wars song. Come on.
Yeah. I come from, we've sat and we've talked about, I come from a different world, like of hardcore. And it's like, I now see, and we predominantly play with hardcore bands. When we play, we are the softest band that plays.
Oh yeah,
by far, because I come from the hardcore world, so I just tend to like gravitate, especially show wise, like when show opportunities are coming up, and we end up playing with straight up beat down bands, right? And like, so we're the softest band that plays, and so I am getting like this firsthand look at these kids that are playing hardcore, and I'm blown away,
dude. The amount of talent coming out of these kids is ridiculous. I'm like, I just want to quit.
Talent. It's fucking
when
crazy.
I was told about the first show we played together, and I went and started looking you guys up, and I'm listening to you guys, and I was like, I like them, but I don't understand why we're playing with them. They're a hardcore band. We are not anywhere near hardcore. If anything, we're like the most pussified, men high. But we are very melodic, very not hardcore. Like we may look like it, but we don't play like it.
You look pretty emo.
And I remember, and when Mindy and I were watching you guys, the one thing that resonated with me that night was not your music; it was you. The power behind you talking to the crowd and making and then we've played together 5 times. Every night that you're on stage, I have to watch you guys because I can't walk away, because I love the way that you bring an audience to love what they have as an audience, as a scene, and it, I know it's important to do because of the way you say it. You're talking in that passion, and you need to understand that this is your community. This is your scene, and just the passion behind it. And it's not like you're bullshitting. He's just doing this every night. Right. You truly believe it. You give me chills when you talk.
I appreciate you saying that, man.
That's nice. It makes me love again. Every night it like those 3 nights that we were in back east, it was just like, oh my God, it's a pleasure to be your friend. It's a pleasure to be
thank you for saying that,
in the same scene. It's a pleasure to have you here.
I appreciate that. I would love thank you. And like, I thank you for saying that. I don't want to take credit for that. And I know what you're talking about because I know what I say, right? And I know what, and the reason I say those things is kind of like the same reason of what I've said here, which is to say that like, yeah, this is a community, because there's going to be a day and there's going to come a time, right, where I may not want to do this anymore. I may not be physically capable of doing it anymore. Right, How the hell do I know, right? I can walk out of here and get hit by a fucking bus. Like, I don't know what is
the buses don't run at this time.
Call the bus.
whatever. Some fire, you know,
Straight bullet.
I could walk out here and get hit by one of these bandsaws.
Yeah,
right?
you're good.
Fucking, like, who knows what's gonna happen? But the thing is it's like I know that this culture and this music is bigger than me. It's bigger than our band ever was. It's bigger than the
All
biggest
of
bands
us.
in the world.
Mhm.
It's bigger than who's the biggest bands in the world. Rancid, Rise Against, the Bad Religions of the world, right? It's like this music is an idea. And it's more than just an idea. It's
not a leather jacket and some patches and pins.
it
Or a mohawk.
encompasses everything, you know. And it's like the further and deeper I've gotten, the older I've gotten into doing this, I realize it doesn't matter if you're 16 years old or you're 56 years old and you're still doing this thing. It's like this belongs to us. It's for everybody.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
for anybody who wants to fucking come in, but this belongs to us. And it's our job as stewards of
And
this music.
We belong to it.
Right. And so I've always said, and you know, people ask, you know, and I've done other interviews, right, and done like things, and I always say, and I'm glad I'm going to get to say it now, I want to give back a fucking 100th of what I've taken from this, right? Like if I can give back the tiniest scrap of what I have taken from this scene, then that's it. So like those words that like I go out and I say, and it's like, I would love to pretend that they're my words. They're not my words. Those are words taken from my heroes. I picked it from Good Riddance. I picked it from Ray Capo and Youth of Today. I picked it from fucking Jawbreaker. I picked it from Mike Ness of Social Distortion and watching them play.
Oh,
shows
look at the
and-
time. Had to go with a Mike Ness, huh?
Just saying. After all these bands that you sit and watch, we have beef with Mike Ness.
Yeah, he's just an asshole.
Oh, fuck that guy.
No, I mean, Gizz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Fuck it, man. Whoever your enemies are, they're my enemies. But like,
I like this. You're in the foxhole.
See,
But,
but with all those guys that you just mentioned, when they're speaking on stage, you know, they're yelling at you, you know, they're like,
right.
When you speak on stage, you're very docile, you're very like, you're calm, and you're not yelling at people like, you have to believe this. You're like, this is what I have experienced, and thank you for being a part of this. You know,
That's cool of you to say, man. I like I said, I'm reluctant to take credit for any of that because to me, it's like, you know, the reason I'm sitting here, and no offense to you, but I didn't know you.
No, that's fine.
Right. So I knew you and you were like, I want you to come on. Right. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, I want to go. I have a lot of trouble doing interviews and doing these things, which is why I don't do a lot of them because I don't like, man, hey, what a great job we've all done here. Right.
Right.
Like, I don't like that about doing anything with it, you know, because it's like, I would never say that I'm deserving of any of that. Like, right. I like team.
Yeah, I have a very strong thing that the difference between deserve and earned. I think we've earned this. It's not that we deserve it.
Okay.
We fucking earned this. We fucking earned our way into this.
I'll say that. And we have a responsibility.
Absolutely.
Is what I would also say.
Yeah.
We have a responsibility to steward that next part in because we are the people. We're the elder statesmen, man. It is what it is. So we have an opportunity and an obligation.
Absolutely.
To show these guys that are coming up that are playing who may not understand how it goes, right? Like I love, and we're going to talk about money for just like a minute here, but
I
like,
love money too.
I love money.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
No, but like
that's why we do punk rock.
When we go out and you go play, right? Like we went out and we played in the Midwest. That was our last tour before the end of the year. And there's this band called Small Steps. Fucking great dudes. Anybody's watched, go listen to Small Steps. Phenomenal band, even better people. And like they set up all the shows that were out there. So we're playing the shows as, 5-6 day run, right? So we're out with these guys. And at the end of every show, like these guys had bands, these local bands opening, and they'd come over and they'd hand us all the money.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, hey, no, like this isn't it. And the Small Steps would be like, hey man, we love you. That band right there wanted you to have all the money. That band wanted you to have all the money, and that one had all the money, and I'm giving you all of our money.
Dude, that's,
But
I mean, that
because-
is,
because
but
they're
that is
from-
a punk rock thing to do.
But here's
if you're local, what?
so that's it, right?
Yeah.
But how the fuck do you know that
Mm.
if Small Steps
Mm.
doesn't
Didn't
walk
say
up
it.
and go, "Hey, youngster, like you're owed $50,
Mhm.
but these guys are from Los Angeles
Mhm.
and they had to drive here or fly
or
here
whatever,
or
it
whatever
is,
the
right?"
fuck it is. Yeah.
And those kids go, "Oh,
Oh,
shit,
take the fucking
yeah,
dollars.
take the fucking money and do it," right? It's our responsibility. It's Small
Yeah.
Steps' responsibility to pass it on. So when Small Steps comes out here, we do
They're
the same
getting all the
thing.
money.
We fucking fork over all the money, and they're
Yeah.
like, "No, we're not taking it." We're like, "No, you are,"
Yeah.
because that's how this
That's
goes, right?
exactly it.
And so to me, that's what I'm talking about. It's like that is the community that this survives. And one day, you know, Foreclosure's not going to play any more shows. Sparkle Life's not going to play any more shows, but
We're going to continue that ethos no matter what.
that's the thing.
Mhm.
And you have to be able to do that, and you have to be able to pass that on. So that's like when I see these kids and like I see my daughter singing these songs, and I know full well that her favorite band or artist is Olivia Rodrigo, right? Ain't punk
Great.
rock at all, right?
Great.
But like she knows what's up.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
She knows what the fuck is up. She knows that like when you go to a show and a band starts playing, you go and you watch the band.
Yeah.
You don't sit in the back and like ignore and like and pay no attention or be on your phone or like do what
Oh God,
you
that
sit.
drives me
You
nuts.
sit and watch the show,
Or you just go to the show and you go enjoy your friend's band, and
And
then,
then
and then you
fuck
bounce.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's the coolest part about it. And I can safely say that after playing all of these shows and doing this and now traveling all over the country and playing shows, punk rock's in good hands, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I believe that. I actually believe that. I really
It's,
do.
it's in fucking great hands.
Mhm.
And I love that.
Mhm.
I love that about punk rock. And like I just see these videos with these kids and stuff. I just
The thing I can't stop saying about what a punk band truly is, and most punk bands know it, is that a band is the 3, 4, 5 members. You know, it's without one of those guys. It
That's not
changes.
that.
Like you guys. The
Yeah,
first
yeah.
time I saw you guys were a 5-piece.
right.
You lost somebody in your band. Somebody had to stop playing guitar to play bass.
Right.
It changed the sound a little bit.
Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah.
It changes it for sure.
And it changes that dynamic and this and that. But you know, I've been in bands. You know, the last band that I quit, one of the reasons that I quit was because it's not a band; it's 2 people with a band. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
you are never going to succeed with that attitude. It takes a band to do the music. You
Yeah.
know, with being a singer in a band, especially a band like mine, if it's not for my 4 guys, I can't do this.
It's
I need
it's
you
an
guys.
organic like thing. It has to really like belong to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can learn a part, but congratulations, you learned the part. The passion in it is a different story.
Right.
Mhm.
And that's we talk about this all the time as our band. Like when we were writing this record, like and I'm I mean, I guess technically I'm a songwriter, right? Because we're out writing songs. I would never consider myself a songwriter, but like
Singer songwriter, like Barry
singer
Manilow.
songwriter.
Yeah.
Barry Manilow, you've
Yeah.
heard of him?
Barry Manilow.
So, but
Larry
you
Manilow.
go out and like we would challenge ourselves all of the time. I was like, hey, when we're writing this record, I was like, I want no wasted part.
Yeah.
Because what are we fucking wasting people's times for, including our own? Like I
Yeah.
want so and I love that about punk rock too, right? Let's get to the point. What are we
Yeah,
doing?
no 14-minute intro
What,
shit.
what are we doing
What-
here?
don't bore us. Get to the chorus.
Yeah,
There you go.
dude,
That's
just
it, man.
Let's go. You know, and I love that about this music too. Is it's like the sense of urgency that's involved in it and the life,
That
the,
is exactly it.
the emotion that is in this music. And I've said this when we play live. You know, like our band, as you know, is critical of itself. Like once you talk to Steve
have to
too,
Mhm.
you talk to these other guys, they get very critical of their guitar playing, they get critical of their bass playing or their
Yeah.
drumming, right? And I understand all of that, you know, but
Yep.
I always, when we have our little
Power
group
hour.
meetings, like, yeah, I'll come together and we're talking about everything. I go, hey, we may have missed a note. I may have sung off key here. I may have done this. I may have done, or whatever it is, right? And you're out there. And I go, 1, did you have fun?
Yep.
We had fun, then we're good. 2,
Did anybody
you
notice?
did you fucking play with your heart? You did? Then I don't give a fuck how the rest of the chips fell.
There you go.
Because if we went out and you played with the emotion, and that emotion was touching you, right? Because those songs are emotional. I know that we didn't dive into any of the lyrics of our songs or anything like that, but those lyrics to our record are raw.
Yeah.
If we really dissected those words, there's a lot of trauma, there's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of pain in those words. And it's like, we're sitting out there, and with us playing those songs is the physical manifestation of that hurt.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And you go out, and if I'm putting that out there and people can see that, and it is what it is, to me, that's the those were the bands I watched, and I'm like, holy fuck.
That night in the locker room in that basement, at the end of the night, you and I were talking, and I got very emotional talking to you about, if I can't go out there and sing the way that I do, no one's gonna fucking believe the stories that I've written.
Right.
And these are not true stories.
No,
These are fucking my life. And it's the very first band I've ever been in where I've allowed people to into my world and not be shy.
That's probably why I listened to that record and was like, oh, I get it. Like instantly. I can pick that out instantly. I think I can, right? You know, but
you do for yourself. And that's the other thing is, it's not necessarily about everybody else's experience with it. It's about yours. It's about his. It's about mine.
Yeah. Yes.
That's one of the most important things to remember, is, and how we take this for ourselves is the most important part of all of it.
Right. Yeah. And and you know, and I think that we're probably all in the same boat, but like, I heard rock and roll. I've heard it. It's fine.
Congratulations.
Like, I get it. I listened to it, you know, and I've heard it, and you know, but like, it doesn't resonate with me.
Who's Stone Zeppelin? They're not really good.
I don't know enough about them to say. I mean, I know that they're great bands, right? And like, I'm sure that, you know,
but I mean,
history, but
it's more about record sales and image and the thing. And it's at the time, especially, it was resonant, and it made a difference at the time.
Right.
And so what we're involved in, what we do, is resonant for us at the time. It's how the passion we take from it, and the passion we hear from it.
Right.
That's what is really important to us.
Yeah, I love that about that, and I want to you know, take a minute to thank you guys for doing this, right? Because you guys doing this is a testament to all of that. This is not easy. There's no. For those of you who don't know, like, there's nothing around us. This is a workshop.
We're not getting paid.
These guys are working. The minute they're done here, I think he's got to go build a fucking sign. Do. Like, and that this is a testament to all of those things that we talked about, and you guys doing this, and that's why we play shows together, right? Like, I refuse to play shows at this age and at this point with people who aren't doing it for the right reasons and who aren't out doing it, you know. So it's like, and that's a nice place to be, I suppose.
The thing that I think I enjoyed the most about our 3 nights on the East Coast was that you guys, Plain Dead and Foreclosure, at the end of that night, there's nobody in that audience who can say those 3 bands didn't leave it there.
Right.
Yes.
It's all in the field, Scott.
100%. Man, that was another. Playing Dead, like, I don't know if they're watching either, but what a fucking great group of dudes.
When it was so weird is that the first night in New York, seeing a 6-piece band, and then the next night they were a 3-piece band. And
I told them, and this is controversial, they're gonna get mad. I thought they were better as the 3-piece.
Oh my god!
I when they came out as the 3-piece, I was like, it's stripped down, and I love the songs.
You love
the songs. I was like, this is what these songs are.
Okay. It doesn't need all the flair. It sounds great with all that flair. But Sam can hold his own. You know.
Nah, fucking rip.
I love it. I the other night he was on a show, the Almost Famous Magazine's The Hang.
Okay.
It's a podcast like ours, and Scotty's a really good friend of ours. Sam did an interview with him, and I watched the whole thing the other night. And as soon as it was over, I called Sam and I was like, "Dude, you did a great job." And he goes, "I don't even know what I said," you know. and I told him, I go, you know, one of the coolest parts about 2025 for me is that I got to play with a lot of good bands, and you definitely are one of my favorite bands.
Killed it
that I've played with this year, because you're not an LA band who I've heard of. You're not part of this group of people that I know, not somebody that I was familiar with.
Right.
And then I see you guys and just your passion in singing. I know you love what you do and you're good at it, and you're not fucking
Yeah.
egotistical about.
No,
it, you know?
I wanted to say, like, thank you guys for exposing a lot of those things, like, you know, podcasts like this and things where you guys are out exposing, you know, Spark of Life's not the fucking biggest band in the world, right?
You're not?
We're fucking no.
Wait a minute. I was told something
Oh
else.
shit! Yeah,
Fuck.
but it's like we're sitting here talking about it, right? And you guys are giving me this opportunity to come on, which I'm super grateful for, right?
That's fun.
People are out, but it's like you guys are protecting this scene.
We're keeping
And,
a
like,
record of this.
That's the fucking coolest thing.
To
man.
me,
Yeah.
today's show is about, and hopefully years, hopefully decades from today,
I gotta
that
do
if
this longer.
something, God forbid, happened to you,
Right.
your daughter can hang out with you.
Yeah. No, we talked about that.
You
It's
know?
one of the reasons, like I said, that I decided to come on and do this. Historically, like, you know, with this band, and my band will tell you this, like whenever we get offered interviews or doing whatever, I'm like, you just go do it.
Yeah. You
Like,
guys know it.
you guys go do it, because I don't want to sit and I don't want to, you know, there's who is your influence? Like, and I'm going to
Those
say,
questions come up occasionally, but
no, of course. But if I'm going to sit and talk about Honeywell, and
Right.
most people are going to go, and probably you guys are like, he said Honeywell 15 times on this. I have no idea who fucking Honeywell is,
well,
right? And
somebody's
it's like,
going to now.
and you
people are gonna look
should.
it up.
And that,
You
and
find
that's
it. It
the
ain't on
beauty.
Spotify.
Yeah.
And that's
You gotta
the
find
beauty.
it. Like, you have to find it. So that's the part that, you know, and that's the part that I loved about when we sat and talked. You know, every night on that tour was just like, I was like, this is cool. I could tell, I'm like, we're gonna be friends. We're gonna play shows.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I'm like, we're good
Mm.
here, you know, and so to me, that was what this is all about. And to kind of like tie this whole thing together is, you know, this music and this scene, whether it's hardcore, it's punk, it's so mashed up.
It
At this
doesn't
point, it's like
make it
nobody
just like
who
what you
fucking
like.
knows, right? And you just kind of go through and do it, you know, and it's like, I just love that these things exist, you know, and you guys
To
are
me,
you guys are doing it and putting it out
Well,
there and
thank you.
keeping it alive. That's
to me,
it's awesome.
it has to, because I love my friends. I love my friends' bands, especially bands like Spark of Life, where you go and you see this band on stage and you're like, these guys are fucking committed. These guys know what they're talking about. These guys love what they do, but more importantly, they love the scene. They love being able to teach, you know,
Right. Well, that's
to experience.
but you guys are
Fucking
you
it up.
guys doing this here. No, like, you know, people don't understand, like, there's microphones and computers and whatever. I don't fucking have a clue what's happening, you know.
There's buttons over there.
With all of this, there's all these things that are happening. This takes effort.
Yeah.
You guys had to do that. This is a thought that you had to have, and then put that thought
Mhm.
into action, and be able to come up with all of this. And it's like, that is the most punk rock thing that's happening here today is
Scotty.
all of those things. And if you guys are doing those things to keep all of this alive, and you guys are doing it, you guys are doing the important work, right? Like us going out and playing shows and writing records, like, yeah. we
No,
can
that's
do
all.
that.
All the heavy lifting is getting done by everybody.
But it's awesome.
I think
And
that
so
it is.
I just want to say thank you guys for
Yeah.
one, having me, and two, for this. This is not easy.
We're getting down to the end. So merch. How do we get you money? You like money? I like money.
I fucking love money, man. How can I separate all
What
of
does she
your
look like?
listeners from your money and put it into my pocket?
I tell people I go to shows. I always bring cash because I always buy merch.
You know what? I'm the same way. I
Yeah.
buy a record. I
buy a
all
record, buy
the-
T-shirt, stickers, whatever.
What I would say
I
is,
trade.
we're
evidently that doesn't work all the time.
I
Uh-huh.
ain't trading you anything. Fuck out of here. That shirt cost me $4 to make.
Mine was 5.
Man, we 2 colors. That'll teach you.
Yeah, but I paid for the heat press. I got nothing.
So it cost me 3.
Yeah, we're such shitheads.
You have no idea.
Yeah, we're signed to a label called New Age Records. I would say,
That was the thing you said earlier. Oh, we're gonna get to that.
yeah, we'll get to that. So we're signed to New Age Records, which is like I just want to say, Mike Hartsfield, owner of New Age Records, been around since 1988, I believe.
Mhm.
Hardcore label, put out insane records, Strife, Lifetime,
I love Lifetime.
Mouthpiece, Outspoken, which, by the way, is where I took the name of our band from. It's from an Outspoken lyric, is Spark of Life. And there are 2 bands that I'm friends with. I'm friends with a lot of bands that I actually listen to their music. Once I become friends, do you not listen to their music?
Always.
You
Always.
stop listening, or you do listen.
No, I always listen. No, I want to hear
I can't
everything.
do it anymore.
I want to hear
I
everything.
can't listen to a Foreclosure record. I'm like,
I played it last night for Megan.
See, I struggle with it. I struggle with
For
it.
me,
I like to make
I have
fun
a-
of him when I talk to him.
I have a studio behind my house, and that's where I hang out. And especially because of all the shit I go through, there's certain nights where I'm alone and I just want to be alone. I want to be left alone. And
I didn't know
in
that.
order
Coming over.
to, in order
This is deep.
to,
Yeah, weird, but anyways, keep going.
in order to get myself back to where I want to be, I like to hang out with my friends. and
So you listen to their music. Fuck you. That's a
And-
fucking great idea.
And
I didn't. I would have
and
never thought of that.
with you guys are a part of a playlist that I have that's a lot of straight edge records. When I think I have a problem and I need, not that I'm embarrassed or not liking who I am because I drink. It's that I'm drinking because I want to forget something. So how do I get myself out of this? I need to listen to these guys.
Holy shit!
You know,
I can't believe you taught me something new right there.
Dude, like everybody has
cool.
their own little practices. A, I journal. B, I don't like to go to bed to my own story,
Mhm.
so I read before I go to bed. I open a book.
Fuck. I find it so hard. I'm gonna take your idea now, though. I've never. There's two bands that I listen to that I'm friends with.
Mm-hmm.
Outspoken is one of them because they're my favorite hardcore band of all time. So I can't and I'm friends with them now.
Yeah.
So it's hard, and we've gotten to play 2 shows with them, which is like I don't,
Mind-blowing.
even, I don't even like to even think about it
Dude,
because
it's so
I'm like,
fucking cool,
I
though.
can't believe that I fucking play. I have the poster, and I do look at that, and I go, wait. What?
My
Like,
oldest
that's
T-shirt
so
is a
fucking bizarre.
T-shirt with my band name on it.
So
See, that's how I felt.
So
earlier this year,
my
opening
brain
up
like
for
fucking
Pegboy.
malfunctioned. Yeah, we talked about that.
Like, it was like, oh my god.
So I listened to Outspoken and I listened to Pulley.
Oh yeah, fucking dude.
And I'm friends. I talk to Scott all the time, but those are the only 2. I don't even listen to Rise Against, right? And I fucking love Rise Against. I listened to their records when they came out. Like I said, I listen to their record 2-3 times because I spin it and I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck yeah, this thing's ripping. And I go through and I know it. You know what I mean? But I don't spend time with it the way. Before I met you guys, I was listening. It was like Foreclosure, put it on, boom, and I was going through it. Now I know. I'm like, I don't
It's-
know you.
See,
What am I gonna do?
Rise Against is part of a playlist where if I'm having a night where I'm missing a friend or I'm missing something in my life, Rise
They
Against. is
connect
part
with
of
you
it.
on that.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Mhm.
Well, anyways, we're on
A New Age Records.
New Age Records, which is owned by Mike Hartsfield and a guitar player for Outspoken. And they are putting out phenomenal hardcore records.
Awesome.
Obviously, you guys are on.
We are. Thank you. You
Yep.
fucking asshole.
I know what a
he's
dick, huh?
fucking with it. Yeah, it's like obviously, and then I look over and he's fucking smiling.
Oh yeah.
He's
He knows what he did.
Son of a
He
bitch.
knows what he did.
I do
He went-
think.
he
I
wants
will
to hold
say. I
hands.
will say. I will say they're putting out. We are the outlier on New Age Records. I mean, there's bands that they're putting out, and I listen to them, and they're just so we are super humbled and grateful just to even be able to participate and be on the team. We're just happy to be on the team there. So if you do anything with us, go to New Age Records and buy and
Buy a
if
fucking record, buy a T-shirt,
buy a record,
sticker.
do that. Support independent music, and if you don't
Send Steve $20 once in a while.
or if you're in a band, come trade a shirt.
There you go.
Yeah.
They're free if you trade.
Come trade a fucking shirt.
Notice how the smile left.
And come to a show, man. I would say
Yeah.
if there's anything,
What's
like
coming up?
every band would say, we have one show left this year. December 13th, playing at Alex's Bar. Good friends, Empire, the Jackknives. I don't know if you've heard. Do you
I know the
Jackknives?
Jackknives.
Played
Yeah.
with them.
Jackknives are cool, man.
Yeah,
So
really
is
good
Empire,
band.
fucking great.
Played with them
dudes.
at the dive. No. Double Down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ripping
And
both.
Rudy Nuno.
Rudy Nuno, he's playing.
Yeah.
No
shit.
You know the show.
Yeah.
My
So,
favorite Long
yeah.
Beach band is Ham Apple.
I don't know that.
You know Long Beach Ham Apple?
They're
Oh
pretty
my
good.
fucking god,
I
dude!
I got to play, I got to play with them recently with the Freeze.
It's so good, dude.
Shit, he is
They're a great band.
talking another language. Well, anyway,
Oh.
they're playing December 13th. Rudy Nuno's playing.
The
That's
Freeze,
just-
they were a straight edge band. Oh no, they're
No,
meth,
we're not.
meth addled
I
band.
was gonna
Fuck
say.
off, dude. Oh my god,
No,
Cliff's
even
high
I
right
knew-
now.
Even I knew that.
I was their drummer, so I know
Okay, so
exactly
you know
what those
exactly
guys
what
are.
Cliff's high right now. It's something.
Like if Cliff, the singer, if he had a headache, he'd what are you doing now? I got to snort a line of aspirin. Like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, that's a different program than Spark of Life runs. Yeah.
Hey Cliff, I hope you're okay, buddy. I know you're in the
Uh,
hospital and it sucks, but we're all pulling for you. Like thoughts. Never mind. Shut up.
Well, we have come out to that show. That's important. It's a Punk Rock Gives Back. It's a charity.
All right.
Oh shit.
So it's a whole thing. It has nothing. We're not even bringing merch.
You're not gonna trade shirts?
I will trade shirts with the right band, the right person.
Better have a fucking double X in your back pocket when I show up, buddy.
We've learned,
and I better be on the fucking guest list.
We've learned to carry double X because
we're old and a lot of people
the
got that.
Midwest, man.
Oh yeah.
The Midwest, we
Wow,
went out and
really?
they were like, "Hey, you have
Barbecue.
double X," and I was like, "We didn't cut how to say
We like Twinkies.
to have a shirt for you, bro. I don't know what to tell you." And then we learned you gotta have double X. You have to.
One of the interviews we did was one of our best friends, Joey Ramici.
Oh yeah.
And before he passed
Is
away,
that,
from Jughead's Revenge.
Yeah.
before he passed away,
Miss him.
he got me into wanting to do heat press and doing my own merchandise. And so he and I talked about it. We got everything together and we do merchandise for us and some bands.
Okay.
But Joey, he started a company and it was called Plus Size Punks. And he would sell shirts of any band you ever fucking loved.
Giant.
From double X to 6X.
Fuck, good for him.
He was a
man.
4X.
He was
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
He was not
Yeah.
small.
But but that's again the punk rock mentality.
Yeah.
I want to include everybody.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
this certain section of fans
Yeah.
who can go to a show and can never buy anything.
Can I tell
Yeah.
a story about Jugheads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know nothing about Jugheads.
I know everything.
Really. But they were on a comp that was like
God, you better not say California.
what was it?
Welcome to California.
No, it
that
had a
was way
song that
short.
was like
He's not that
"Dad,
old.
grab the keys from my dad. I'd be better if you'd leave me alone. Took the keys and I wore them up. I took the values and I smashed it down. Whatever. They were on a comp.
Shit, I know that fucking.
So here's my story about. I know nothing about them. Here's my story about them. Victim and volunteer.
Love it.
That's
my favorite
okay.
song.
Okay. So it just hit me. So we were getting planning to go out on a tour, and a band backed out, and I was like, "Fuck, man," because we're self-booked. We do everything ourselves. So we had this 6-day run ultimately set up, which ultimately ended up being Love Equals Death. That's who ended up going out with us. But prior to that, we had other bands that we were trying to get and go out with. And somebody, I don't remember who, don't know how it got brought up, but they were like, reach out to Jughead's Revenge.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jughead's Revenge. I'm like, I know a couple songs. I don't know enough about them, right? Don't know anything really. I'm going to reach out to them. The LA hardcore band, like whatever. I reached out to them. They fucking wrote back immediately.
Yeah.
They were fucking so nice, supportive. They were like, hey, they're like, we're going to check on these dates. And they tried to ultimately they couldn't make it happen, but they wrote me back every single step of the way. I knew nothing about them. And I was like,
Doherty's awesome, dude.
these dudes, I don't know who they are. And I went out and bought a record.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know anything about them. I don't know what's fucking record's good.
Yep.
I don't know what's not good, but I'm going to go put a little bit of money in their pocket just because these dudes are real.
Mhm.
I still know nothing about
I mean, there's
them.
no two ways about me going on fucking New Age and buying one of your records tonight. Like that's just gonna happen.
Oh, fucking A. Well,
mean,
thank you.
Dude. This is how the scene gets paid back. This is how we keep it
I
going.
I felt almost obligated. when-
Infamous Stiffs,
Okay.
fucking Rotbite, fucking
Right.
Vaughn's Island, all those dude. If you don't know Rotbite or Vaughn's
don't know
Island,
that
oh
one.
my god, they're hardcore as fuck.
Okay.
Interesting side story here. Every show.
Anyway, Jughead's Revenge rips.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
great
do.
guys. Great
So
guys.
great
Everybody
dudes.
knows.
I just wanted to make that.
Oh, yeah.
clear.
So every Monday before I prepare
Don't wanna
myself to
come
come here, I have a
meditate.
calendar on my wall, and that's our guest tonight. And tonight I was like, okay, Steve's gonna come in. I gotta wear something straight edgy,
It's not-
and I'm looking through all my t-shirts. And I go, I don't have a single fucking like even remote like straight edge type of band.
Guess
What do you got? What do you got?
I
Guess
wish I
what,
had.
what shirt do you think I'm
Oh,
wearing?
it's a
under
foreclosure
here?
shirt,
If
huh?
it's a foreclosure shirt or kissing you.
I fucking.
Oh my
So-
God, this is gonna be the
No, no,
greatest
no, no,
makeup
no, no,
session
no.
of every movie ever.
I took it off. You gave me the one that said Los Angeles on it.
Yeah.
And I took it off.
Uh-huh.
I was like,
I would
I
too.
can't
The
wear
Los Angeles or
fucking-
the
the foreclosure shirt. Yeah. I took it off. I was like, I can't wear it. So I put on another shirt. What shirt do you think I'm wearing?
Plain Dead?
No. You're gonna
$3.
fucking die. After all this shit that I just talked about, all this and that. I'm wearing a Creedence Clearwater.
Nice!
shirt.
Dude, I got to see fucking
After
Creedence.
all this shit I just talked, I got a Creedence shirt.
last summer I saw George Thorogood and Creedence at the Santa Barbara Bowl.
John Fogerty's fucking insane.
Fucking, he's so. Oh my God,
John Fogerty's
He's-
insane.
hands down one of the greatest fucking singers of all time.
How he figured out. He's from California,
In Riverside,
so how he
Oh, not
figured out.
California?
what? Not Calgary.
How he figured out like
That sound.
Americana and like took the Midwest
Uh-huh.
and like
Made it
captured it
musical?
and fucking and sold it to everybody.
Oh my
and
God.
Not being
I
from
mean,
there.
he is Vietnam.
Dude, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
dude, you're talking. So John Fogerty is my dad. Creedence is my
Yeah.
dad's favorite band.
Fuck yeah.
So John Fogerty, I have all of John Fogerty's records from my dad. My dad passed me down, and he used to come in. He used to bring his kids to the skate park
Yeah.
where I work.
He's
Scott
playing
Williams
with
skate
both
park.
of his sons. His
Is he?
sons are both in the band.
That's fucking.
So this is gonna. This is the fucking dumbest thing I've ever said out loud on.
Bullshit.
No, this is pretty bad. Put me in, coach. I always thought I don't want to be in first class.
I
It took
wouldn't
me
have fucking
years.
admitted
It
that.
took me years, dude.
I wouldn't have admitted that.
It took me. I'm like,
Put
wait,
me-
oh
put
shit.
Me in,
Put me in, coach. It's a baseball song. I'm
Yeah,
like,
of
oh,
course
wait a
it's
minute.
baseball song. Center
Fucking
field.
I fucking dude.
You thought it was. Wow. Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a tranquilizer.
We're not
gun.
allowed to joke around about.
No, we
these
are.
things, but
We
yeah.
are.
Okay.
We
Well, good for
fucking
you.
are.
Well, John Fogerty used to come into the skate park where I
Oh,
worked,
man.
and I walked up to him one time. And I was just like, "I'm so sorry, man." And dude, nicest
dude in the world,
fucking
yeah.
guy ever. Signed all my records. I gave him to my dad because of my
Oh,
dad.
yeah.
So I gave him to my dad, and I remember.
Dad probably
just-
cried a little bit.
I don't know if he did because
Maybe
he
he's-
was
yeah.
unemotional, but I think that night he was probably.
He's like,
Yeah. So unbelievable. Anyways, yes.
yeah.
keep
Well,
going
so
on.
he fucking he literally.
keep
I know.
going
Put me in, coach. I'm like so stupid.
Put me in, coach. You know a song about planes? All right.
I took my Down syndrome pill that day.
Yeah. All right.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well,
Okay,
shit.
okay. We have all we've done tonight is pretty much talk and tell stories. We haven't really asked any really like questions.
I didn't. This has been better than
all night I've been wanting to ask you this question.
it's this big.
Ask him.
No, you.
Hey,
can
I can move out.
If I can ask you a question, can you shut the fuck up?
Nope, not a chance in fucking hell. Close that gap in your teeth, maybe.
Is there someone in the punk rock scene that you have not met, but there's something about them that you truly want to meet them? They can still be with us, or they can be gone.
Somebody in the punk rock scene that I would like to meet.
Or would have liked to, like, if be dead or alive.
You know, yeah, very much alive. Never got to see them, or like got, you know, it was around when they were around, but like missed their significance. Zach from Inside Out, Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, really?
Really?
He's a total dick.
That's what I've heard.
He's a
That's what I've heard. So, do you guys know anything about Inside Out?
a little bit.
Okay, well, Inside Out was one of his first
Yeah,
bands. He was
yeah.
in another band, I believe, called Hard Stance.
Yeah.
Prior to that too, but Inside Out
They're great.
are the greatest 6 songs maybe ever written in hardcore.
No,
Wow.
no, I would actually call bullshit on that one, but
I mean, that EP is fucking outstanding.
he's a total dick.
It's totally possible.
He's a complete dick.
Is he?
Yeah.
Fuck.
He grew up in fucking Boyle Heights, dude. I know fucking. I can tell you his house.
It could be. I was and still am because of just his he's sort of mysterious to me.
Yeah.
And so I've watched, you know, and like watching Inside Out and listening to Inside Out, I was always enamored with how
I can see it.
animated he was.
Oh, yeah.
With his singing, and like he was one of those guys that was very vocal, right? In between songs, you're just like, oh, dude, just shut up and play the song. But I found myself, even though he was talking about things that fucking literally
mattered to you, yeah.
I found myself enamored with the guy. And just like, and then when it went to Rage Against the Machine, and I'll just say another controversial opinion.
I will feed Tom Morello his own hat.
Tom Morello, I've heard bad things about. Tom Morello, I've heard bad things about. But
I respect the guy because he inducted Kiss into the Hall of Fame.
Just take away Tom Morello. He's probably a fraud.
Okay.
Take away his
You
pedals,
have
you can't play guitar.
600.
He's probably a fraud.
You have 642 fucking pedals. Oh, come on.
No, I'm
Can you-
talking about his politics.
That too.
I'm saying strip that away
Oh,
from
my
Rage Against the Machine, and his Rage Against the Machine.
The ATM machine.
One of the most what?
The Rage Against the ATM.
Oh man, they did. Here's my thing about hardcore. Some hard, not all of it, but like hardcore in general. We preach the gospel.
I got pee.
We preach the gospel to the choir, right?
Yeah.
It's like hardcore, and we scream hardcore at hardcore kids who go hardcore back at us.
Yeah.
And it almost doesn't break out of that box.
Right.
Rage Against the Machine broke out of that box.
They did. They actually did. And again, like, I mean, not to diminish Tom Morello. I hate the fucking pedal shit and the effects.
It's not my favorite music. I just meant like if you're looking at a band and a hardcore band.
Yeah, they pushed away and then
they got out.
They made it theirs. They really did make it theirs.
And they spoke to people in a way that like we're listening to it and going, obviously.
Yeah.
We've heard this for years. These are none of these concepts, none of these ideas are really anything new. But to millions of other people,
we've always been this mad. Congratulations, kids!
And they got it. Their word got out. They broke out, and
they pulled the barrier down a little bit.
And they weren't just preaching to the choir anymore. They were talking to middle of fucking America about things, which I thought was crazy.
I mean, it got commercialized, but I do agree with you that like it took down a wall that not a lot of people needed to be taken down.
Right.
And then let it roll. And
I think so. If I would, if I could, I would like to know what that was like.
Yeah.
I don't need to know about his personality. He could be a dickhead. I don't fucking know. And maybe he is.
I saw him at Castaic on their first big show with Porno for Pyros.
Okay.
And they blew Porno off the fucking goddamn stage.
They're the best live
band
ever.
Dude, I literally was like, yep, don't need to see anything else now.
Yeah. I've seen Rage Against the Machine a few times, and
they were
outstanding. So what I mean by I'd like to meet Zach is I would like to know what it was like to break down.
So you'd want to interview him a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's what I would like to know about his personality and all of the politics involved in it. Like, I mean, he probably leaves that on the table with his records. I don't know that
he does. He does because the rest of him is just kind of fucking angsty, womanizing asshole shit.
It's possible, totally fucking possible.
I guarantee you.
But I would love to know what it was like to write a fucking hardcore record, Killing in the Name of, and watch it like go past, because if you know, and they went back and they did People of the Sun. That came out on Revelation. There's a 10-inch that came out on Revelation Records. Like, so they're from that world, like, you know. And I would like to know what that was like.
A lot of those bands, you know, came from independent. You know,
most of them did back then.
Back in the early 90s, I played a show at the Dragonfly, and it was all unknown bands to me. I opened up the show with my band. There was a little known band that went on second, and I saw them. And I was like, this band never gonna make it. They were called Rage Against the Machine.
Right.
Then the second band or the third band that went on, these guys are definitely never gonna make it. They were called System of a Down. And then the headlining band was a band that nobody knew about called Snot. And I was like, these guys are going to be fucking huge.
I love them, but they so went nowhere.
I love that you thought Snot was the ringer.
Oh,
and then a few years later, you know, they started making names.
So do you understand why he's not a producer?
And now you understand why you don't work in music.
Dude,
yeah, no,
okay.
Understood.
Now I have to ask you this question: musician, singer to singer. Every time you write you finish a record, and then whatever label or even the band's trying to figure out. Okay,
remind me to tell you a story about like music industry stuff.
Okay, what's gonna be the single of this record? Every record, and I've done almost 300 fucking records in my career.
None of them are
Every
good.
time I do a record and they, okay, what song you guys want to be the single? And I'll say, all right, my favorite song is this song and this song and this song. Yeah, we're thinking this song. What the fucking song I just shit out? Like that song is the single.
There's a great story about this grumble pig is sitting on my face here. Mark Lanigan. When the Connors brothers went to him and they said, we actually want to do something commercial. We want to actually get something out. We want to make some fucking money at this. He goes, all right, cool. And he went home and like within 2 weeks, he had written fucking whatever that, I don't remember what fucking Season of the Abyss. No.
Season of the Abyss.
No,
That's
what
Slayer.
what the fuck was that last one with, when he was one of his last album with them? He blasted this out and they were like, every single thing he told us to do was the thing that we found the most success in. Like that guy had, I mean, the fucking ear. Like he fucking.
There are people who have that.
He was something else. It's a very difficult thing to be.
I used to work in the music industry.
That's what I want to hear.
So my boss found System of a Down. Yeah, so that's
the guy I got to punch in the throat.
That's a true story. So we were out to dinner, and I probably embarrassed the holy shit. I was with the managers and like these music people,
the suit and tie guys.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So we're out, and I worked for the suit and tie guys. So I was out. I did day-to-day Deftones, System of a Down. I worked for all of these bands. We're out at dinner. Rise Against is playing. Worked for Rise Against. So we're out. They got their manager, Deftones manager, System manager, and this other guy that I didn't know ended up being the manager of a band called Disturbed.
Oh my god!
So we're out. Everybody's out. Sitting around. That's where this fucking story is going.
I know. I can feel it.
So we're fucking sitting there at dinner, and you got to believe, like, I've calmed down a little bit. We're sitting at fucking dinner, and we're talking. Everybody's talking. I got nothing, right? I'm low man on the totem pole. I'm fucking nobody at this table of somebody's, and we're talking, blah blah blah, and that song comes up, and because I'm such a dumbass.
You didn't think that fucking Kid Boomy and Coach was not about first class.
I didn't fucking think twice about this. Somebody like talking about this and that, and I go, man, the first time I heard, what? I laughed so fucking hard that I almost crashed my car, almost fucking died. I couldn't believe what I had just fucking heard on the radio. And the dude, we're at like some Thai restaurant, the manager of Disturbed, cool as a fucking cucumber, like cuts his little chicken satay and dumps it in his little peanut sauce and goes, really? Because the first time I heard it, I bought a house. And
oh my god!
And I was all,
I like this guy. I don't know why. I like this guy.
He knew that Boomy and Coach was about baseball.
The whole fucking table. I remember afterwards, like because my friends were there, were like, are you a fucking idiot?
You also have foot and mouth disease.
When did you start drinking?
I was like, the first time I heard that, I was like, I almost crashed. He's all, yeah, that's funny because I went and bought a house.
Wow.
Oh my
and
fucking
he didn't
god.
he deadpanned on me. He wasn't animated. He wasn't.
He just let you live it. He was.
I bet he didn't even like. He just went like this and goes, "I bought a house."
It was literally what it was like. Yeah, from like two people over. I was here, and it was like two people, and then he was.
Can I give you a ride back to your apartment?
Oh my god! Have you been evicted yet? Because I'm going to call your landlord.
I was just like, I can't wait to get out of here because I'm going to tell this story for the rest of my fucking life.
So many fucking. Oh god!
I bought a house. I was off, man.
I'm
an idiot.
I have learned to let Gizz talk over me, so you can do it.
So funny. Anyway, that's my music industry.
That's fucking.
My music industry.
I love this.
Funny, man.
All right, we're almost 2 hours into this.
I know.
By the way,
and not a boring.
No, this has
you
been
made up for
fantastic,
Arthur.
dude.
Hey.
You made up for Arthur's episode.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry, Arthur.
Artie.
From $3.
His name is now Artie.
Hey, we liked your band.
Yeah,
they're fucking great. I
Liked
love
your
them.
band.
The last thing I said was like, man, have you not? It was like kind of your first interview, and he goes, well, yeah, kind of. I'm like, dude, get used to these kids. You're gonna be fucking great. Click. What the fuck?
So,
Hey,
I said something wrong. I was like, no.
Tell me if this sounds like I'm hanging up.
Yeah, right.
for the next 10 minutes, like I was texting him, like, hey, are you okay?
You never answered.
So we were talking about like maybe his mom took his phone away.
He's all, hey, you're grounded.
Yeah.
You're
Why are you talking to these adults?
He
He's a
still hasn't
predator.
responded.
I saw that guy.
That guy's a pedo.
Yeah, he's
He
on.
still hasn't responded.
Oh,
No.
he hasn't replied.
No, nothing.
I've
Wow.
texted him a few times and messaged him.
He hates us
Hey.
like in the
Hey.
face.
You know
Whatever.
what?
His mom blocked us.
I'm gonna go buy his record.
They're called $2 now.
$1.
They're called two. They should be called 3 pesos.
$2.50.
$2.50. Yeah.
250.
All right. So you're kicking me off.
No, we're not kicking
No.
anybody out. We're just gonna fucking call it a day
No, wrap
because
it
it's been 2 hours because Gizz sucks and you don't have to sit him next to him anymore.
Thank you guys for having me, man.
They should be
Dude,
called 12
I
quarters.
appreciate,
It's been great.
I appreciate you
11, 12,
guys. Thank you.
6. Dude, this has been an absolute fucking joy.
Fuck yeah.
Again, this is what the documentation is supposed to look like. We're supposed to have people on, and you got your story. It's here. It's never gonna go away.
Cool.
You're
Thank
fucked.
you guys. Yeah, thank you guys for having me. Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait for this to never go away.
It's kind of a bitter reason we do our shows, just in case something happens to you. Your story's here.
Did you pay the guy with the?
This-
He's all drive your car into the lot. I wouldn't leave it on the
Hey,
street.
I parked on the street. I go, you know what? I don't think it's a good idea. You know,
So we got the button or the picture?
Yeah, whatever you need.
you're a little
appreciate
too
it.
white to park
Well,
out there.
have me.
We'll have you on again, man. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try and make your 13th show at Alex's.
Yeah. Come on by.
I
Early matinee
fucking-
show.
Oh, is it like a 3 o'clock?
Yeah, we're on it. We're on it early because
Okay.
Rise
The
Against
13th?
Rise is playing that night.
Yeah.
The 13th?
The
Yeah.
13th.
What time do you
It's
leave?
not a Friday, is it?
I don't know.
I'll be there.
Saturday.
All right, go.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
We're gonna hit it.
Alex's bar.
All right.
Everybody, Steve, Spark of
Oh,
Life.
well, you
Go
know what
spend
you
money
should
on this
do?
shit. No, don't.
You know what you
shouldn't.
should do?
Nothing.
Buy merchandise.
Yes.
Buy records.
Yep.
Buy
Go
records.
to the shows.
Yes.
I feel like I'm Scott.
You're kind of what? No, which Scott?
Scott.
Scotty?
Yeah.
What-
Yeah,
which
he
Scott?
always
We know like
saying-
4 Scotts, dude.
Scott from Almost Famous.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, how he's like, always buy the merchandise. And,
Yeah.
You know,
Bring cash to shows because that doesn't have to have taxes attached to it.
the only difference with our show and the Hang is we
Scott's
don't
good at what he
allow
does.
ska.
Scott's good at what he
Just
does.
kidding.
Propaganda.
We
wrote a
love
song about
ska.
that too.
Fuck
About
you,
not liking
fuck you,
ska?
Rudy.
Yeah, it's called "Fuck You, Rudy." Just saying.
Hmm.
Might change. your mind.
He doesn't. You don't know this?
No.
Oh my
I-
god!
First line of
I
the
listen-
song is "Ska Sucks."
The song is called Scott Sucks.
Is it called "Ska
Yes.
Sucks"? Oh, okay, yeah.
Scott Sucks. You're looking Daisy fucks.
Ska revival isn't cool, you stupid fuck.
He actually really.
The band-
I'm
Sure.
starting a new
The
sound.
band's
I'm
are
starting.
only in it for the
Bucks.
Yeah.
He
And if
secretly-
you don't believe me, you're a
Yeah,
schmuck.
schmuck.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look
But
at
the
us.
trend will die out with any luck.
You know who the second person who has been for years trying to get me into propaganda besides him
Boop.
is Lewis.
Yeah, well,
Lewis is huge.
Lewis has
Propaganda
taste.
rips, man.
So do they fucking? Oh my god!
Propaganda rips.
Like-
What was the last album that they did the full length? Was
Failed
it-
state.
Yeah, oh my god! They're getting a little more metal every
It's
time.
metal. It's metal. It is.
It
but,
is.
But
can't deny it.
What band on Fat doesn't have a little bit of metal tendencies? Punk.
88
Yeah.
Fingers Louie.
The better the guitar
It's old,
players
though.
got
Yeah.
in punk rock, they kind of went metal because it's
You got better
it's
your
the
shit.
next
The band
step.
you just said, strung out.
Oh, dude.
Pretty straight.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, fucking raw,
Straight
is
metal.
just, yeah, just
Straight metal.
phenomenal.
All right, kids.
All right, you know
Next
what you
week,
should do?
we're gonna
Come back next Monday.
Fuck,
Who the fuck
right
we got
over
on
me.
next Monday?
Your mom. She's gonna beat the piss out of you on live
Tried to
TV.
smacked me 3 times this week.
Well,
Bitch
you know,
gotta
she's
go
gotta
to
fucking
jail
try
or a
harder.
mental institution.
I'm gonna give her a bat.
I swear to God, dude, don't even joke.
I'm gonna
around
give
like
her a
that.
fucking Nerf bat,
Don't
dude.
joke
She's
around.
gonna
The
hurt you.
only
so-
person gonna end up in jail is you.
Nope.
or
I don't fight. I
hospital.
don't fight back anymore.
Never
It gives me
did.
a boner. I just take it.
That's a different podcast.
Yeah.
That's a
That's a
different
podcast.
That's a podcast.
All right. So next weekend or next Monday we have Tom Bone from Butt Trumpet and Flipside Records.
Yeah.
Or Flipside Magazine and a good friend of mine. He was the very first review I ever got in Dead Lazlo's place back in 1991. Was from him.
Cool.
So we got
Hi,
some interesting
kids.
stories.
Right. I'm leaving.
All right.
No, you sit there right
Oh,
now.
sit
We
here.
got to put the end up. We need the end thing, like some Looney Tunes shit.
Oh, there's that one.
Uh-huh.
God bless America.
No. I'd shut the fucking computer off with a fucking hammer.